Hello, my friends. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello. Hi, Margie. Happy first person in. Yep, Margie, I think you're going to do it. Hello, Toby. We have Debbie here on the panel. Oh, wait a minute. Our names are gone. One moment, please. One moment, please, because you probably do want to see their names, right? There we go. We have Miss Debbie Royer on the panel, and we have
Hi, everybody.
Miss Candy B. I wish I
Hi,
would say that I
ladies.
think Cardi B. So yes. Hello, P and M. Howdy, howdy. How you doing? Howdy. The good old Texas howdy. Hey, Glennis. Is it too early for Merry Christmas? Of course not. Of course not. Good heavens, it's the 11th. It's only a couple weeks away. So Merry Christmas to you. Glennis, do we need to emergency send another measuring tape over to you? Oh, man. Smash that like button. Thank you, Margie. Everybody, smash that like button just like that. It's just MP is taking a nap. Oh, how dare she? How wonderful. Lucky Patricia getting a nap. That's awesome. So, how are you doing, Mariah? What have you been doing on the Saturday? Good to see you guys. We are 1 minute away from 6 o'clock. We thought we'd come in. We've been ready and waiting that we'd come in a few minutes early, let that notification get sent out to give people a chance to get in, and so we could do the tutorial. It's one that we don't want to keep going back and reviewing the steps from the beginning, so we want to get people in here and be able to do it. Crazy busy for the holidays or for business or for a whole bunch of both. A little bit of everything. Good to see you, though. It's really good to see you. What else is going on? Glennis couldn't find her scoreboard, so she was using her measuring tape and her pencil, and she cut her measuring tape. Now I feel horrible. So I said you need a scoreboard for tonight. Cutting orders and decided to change her life. Oh, but do full-on laser print transfers. Okay. I was going to ask you, does that mean you're changing the time or you're changing what you're doing? Okay. Laser print transfers. Awesome. That sounds like fun. You know, every time we talk about doing something, like there is so many different ways to do everything that it's like you have to do five lives on each thing just to show all the different ways that you can do any one thing. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Tina. Good to see you guys. And finishing our Makers Creative Collab. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. See, I'm way behind. Um, Mariah, I meant to send you a message and I just haven't even had a chance. I'm not going to make this month's. I'm not going to make this month's collab. I'm going to let Glennis take my place representing this half of Happy Paper People because I've seen hers and hers is amazing and it's going to be way better than what I could throw together in the next week because I've got a few things going on that are demanding of my time. So good to see you, Tina and Sandy. How are you all? Thank you. Hope to jump back in January though. Hi, Christy. Good to see you, Christy. How are you doing? Appreciate that, Mariah. Yeah, that'll be fun. You guys, the Makers Creative Collab, where everybody is doing something. The theme this month is ornamental. And that will, let's see, all those videos will drop on Saturday, December, is it the 20th? Let me look at, no, that can't be right. At the 18th, Saturday the 18th. Is that correct, Mariah? Yeah. Saturday the 18th, next Saturday, a week from today, Saturday morning, you'll be able to watch all the videos of their ornamental creations. I am going to opt out of this one, but Miss Glynis is stepping in to this one, and I'm super excited. You're going to love, 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 love her creation. Hi, Lucy. How are you? Good to see you. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever, Lucy. I figure we'd give a few minutes for StreamYard to pull everybody in because once we start this tutorial, we're going to go straight through it and not go back and repeat all the steps. I'll probably end up repeating it a second time as a bunch of people come in, but I'm not going to make the people who are going along, I'm not going to make you stop and wait while I go back and repeat the steps for people who come in a little later. So that would give that's why we started a few minutes early. So get a little time for people to come in. And some of you have made, who's made explosion boxes before? I bet Lucy has. Ta-da, we had Tanya and Lisa drop out. Oh no, I did not know that. Oh, shoot. Mariah, I did not know that. Please message me anything that I should know, and I need to, I will message Lisa and send her a card. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Margie has made an explosion card. That's my second thousand sale. Bet Margie has as well. Margie has, Lucy has not. Okay. Y'all know what they are though, right? I'm going to show you one already made. So sorry, Lisa's husband did not make it. Oh, I'll ask details later. Sorry you have to bow, but it sure sounds exciting. Oh, yes, Toby. Every single month, we get together and do a collaboration, so you can hop from one video to the next, from one channel to the next, and see all. There's usually maybe 9 to 12 people, and it's awesome. You see some really cool creations, all with the same theme. Everybody completely different, so it'll be amazing. And then I'll jump back in next month. So, did he have COVID or was there something else he was fighting? Like to watch and craft when doing these for the first time. These are so tedious that nope, Christy, I'm promising you that I have, what do you think, Debbie? I talked Debbie through without even making one with her. I just, earlier today, I just told her, do this, do this, do this. And she made one in about 10 minutes flat. Without even watching me do it. What do you think, Debbie?
Yeah, it was, well, here.
Yeah, okay. So, Christy, I have, I had a heart attack. Oh my gosh. There are some that are so complicated and they look so cool, but they're so complicated. And then you need all these templates, and then you got to do all this, and they are very, very tedious. And I thought we want to be able to make these. You should be able to whip it together fast. This is just too much to do, especially on a Saturday night. This is simplified, Christy, and you can take this and you can make it as big and grand as you want. But making the box itself, I've simplified this. You will not believe how simple it is. So I promise you that if you will grab 4 pieces of 12 by 12 double-sided cardstock, you will not regret making it with us. It is not tedious. And I promise if you don't, you're going to wish you had, just so you had one together. It's that easy. It is that easy. I want Christy to do it along with us. Help me. Christy. Candy's got the minions on her keyboard cheering you on, Christy. So, okay, Margie's in tonight. Glynis is in tonight. Who else is making along with us? Lucy, are you going to make one? I'm telling you guys, you'll die when you'll go, that's it. This is so easy. It does not have to be as complicated as what you see everywhere. 4 pieces of coordinating cardstock. Perfect. And they're double-sided. That's all you need. Yay. Okay, Christy's ready to go. Lucy, are you making? Toby, are you making? We're going to go ahead and get started. All right. I'm going to move these things over. I'm going to show you. Let me do this. Hang on one moment, please. There we go. I'm going to steal the spotlight from Candy and Debbie, just so that you can see the tutorial easily, 100% all the way through. Still folding Chinese thread books, so no explosion box tonight. I wish I had a lighter place to work, but I can't make it until later. Well, yeah, and you won't need a ton of light, but as long as you can see to score, I suppose that's probably the hardest part right there. So this is the explosion box that we're going to make. This is from Stamperia, the blues, or blue, it's just called Blue collection. It's just a double-sided cardstock, okay? And when you take it off, that falls open, and you have a second box inside. When you take that lid off, it falls open, and you have a third box inside. Oh, the keyboard. And that falls open. Now, you can keep going if you wanted to down to tiny boxes. I do have the dimensions all prepared for those. And in fact, when we get all this done, I'm going to make a tiny box, a tiny explosion box, just because Margie put the idea in my head. That's all. That's why. So you can do it with the 3 lids, or you can put all 3 together with 1 lid. It all depends on what you want to do inside. If you want to open it and have the entire thing fly open and you've got stuff on all layers, or if you want to have one in the center that has a lid on it and you've got a little present in the center for them, it's totally up to you. So I'm going to show you, because it is so simple, I'm going to show you how to make it with all 3 with lids, and then it's your choice whether you use the lids or not. Tina, are you going to make it with us? Tina, you better be making it with us. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Just so you know, you've got the idea. Let me put it back so it's out of my way. And then you can decorate it however you want to decorate it. Layer 1, layer 2. Although actually I call layer 1 the outside layer because that's the first one that you make. And then layer 2, the next one. Layer 2 is always the one in the middle. And layer 3. Tina, you have 4 pieces of double-sided cardstock or solid color cardstock. That'll work too. But you do want cardstock, not scrapbooking paper. Scrapbooking paper isn't strong enough to do it. Now, I'm going to walk through making that one. And then when we're done with that, I'm going to show you some samples of some variations that you can do. Some super cool. But I don't want to show you up front because I don't want it to get confusing on the basic box that we're doing. So we'll look at the variations. 12 by 12. Tina, 12 by 12. I'll give you 60 seconds. Grab 12 by 12 pieces of paper. You do want them to be cardstock. I'm going to use the solid only because I know you'll be able to see the score marks easier. And I want you to be able to follow super easily. But if you're making it like this is just double-sided cardstock so that you have a nice pretty box by the time you're done. Okay, so I'm going to give you 60 seconds to grab that, Tina. All right, Candy, can I have the Jeopardy music, please?
No, you didn't tell me ahead of time to tee that up there.
Cue Jeopardy music. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, while Tina grabs her paper, the rest of us can start by cutting off the branding strip. If your paper happens to have a branding strip, cut it off. They won't all. That's why I say we can start with that, because some of you won't even have to do that. So let's cut the branding strip off so we have an exact. And you do want exact. These are not a guesstimate. If you want your box to sit straight, if you want a wonky box, guess on whatever you want to guess on. So we want a straight 12 by 12. I'm going to cut that branding strip off. Nice. She's so quick. Love it. Thank you, Miss Candy. All righty. Sandy, yay! What do I win? What do I win?
You didn't answer with a question.
Oh, oh, I forgot. What? That's a question, isn't it? What do I win?
What
And the
is
question,
what do I
and the
win?
question. Oh, what is? What do I win? Oh, dang it. That's true. All right. Tina got it. Tina's got it. Okay. So we have 4 pieces of 12 by 12. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the branding strip off of all 4 of them. So I've got a bunch. Let me just pull. Oh, there. And there was my one I was looking for underneath my cardstock. Of course. Debbie, did you find your stamp underneath your cardstock?
No, I pulled out another one.
I had this sitting on the desk, and look, it was right underneath it. So I went out and grabbed another one. Oh, the dorkiness. That's why we have plenty. The Daily Double. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is just get the branding strip off all these. I want them to be a 12 by 12. I actually could just do them one by one because I don't need to do that. But yeah, I'm telling you that this is super simplified. So we're starting with a perfect 12 by 12. I want something that's simple enough that I can remember it, that I don't feel like I need to have, an entire week to work on it to make it because it is so complicated and tedious. And I don't have to be, completely well rested and all of that because it is so tedious and brain draining. I don't want that. So I want something that's super simple. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's got 4 pieces, right? I'm assuming you do. I'm going to go along. I know it's not going to be super fast, but if for some reason you get a little bit, if I'm going too fast, just tell me. Just tell me and I will slow down. Next thing you want is your scoreboard. As I make a bunch of noise there. All right. So with my scoreboard, let's see. I need something to score with. This one. Okay. This is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I'm going to score it, put it right in up against the wall. I'm going to score it at 4 inches. Okay. When I wanted to make the last one I made. Margie, you got to make this one. It is so simple. And then you're going to quarter turn it and score it at 4 inches. You're going to score it at 4 inches all the way around. You won't even believe how easy this is. 4 inches all the way around. Oops, but you got to stay in the 4-inch mark. 4 inches. I think I might have the wrong stylus tip. Okay, 4 inches all the way around. You can see my score marks. That leaves you with 9 equal size squares. Yeah, this one's not tedious. Got to score with paper cutter. Okay, that's fine. That actually works perfectly well. You can also score with a stylus and a ruler. I do that when I don't have this nearby. I'll lay the ruler down and then I'll use the stylus and just run it against the side of the ruler. Glennis was doing it with a measuring tape and a pencil until she cut the measuring tape. Sorry, Glennis. I'm going to keep saying that. It's funny because I'm usually the one that does that kind of stuff. Oh, we need a good laugh. Glennis always makes sure I have a good laugh to relieve the stress. Okay, so then we're going to move the scoreboard. All right, so we have one 12 by 12 scored into 9 pieces. I know I'm going slow. Some of you are going to speed it up. I don't want to go back and keep repeating steps, so I'm doing it kind of slow. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is just cut out the 4 corners right along the score mark. Now, some of you can use the paper trimmer like I just had and go right up to that point and stop. I can never seem to see exactly where it's supposed to go. Sometimes I'll use scissors, but I actually can do that with my little guillotine cutter. I can get that right up to the corner. and stop. So whether it's with the cutter or scissors, whichever it is, all you're going to do is cut out these 4 corners. I'm afraid of going too far now that I said that. So I'm going to stop just short and just do that. Okay, so all you're going to do is cut out the 4 corners like that. It was red. She wanted to cut the red tape. That was good, Margie. Glynis, that's not how you cut the red tape, dear. Okay. So cut out all 4 corners. If you cut them out, you're done before me. Put in chat, done, or whatever, just so I know you're ready to go. I just overshot that one just a hair. It's okay. I can fix that. No big deal. See, that's what I get for when I'm just doing it myself. This little guillotine is so much easier for me to use than the other. And now I do it with you guys, and I start cutting all the wrong. Cutting it too far. Compromising the strength of my box by cutting it too far. Okay, there's 3.
Of course, Glynis is done first.
Of course. Hey, I'm always going to put my bet on that horse. And she's probably the only one that didn't have a scoreboard and didn't have a paper trimmer. Okay, and this is what you should end up with. All right, Margie, you got yours. Glynis got hers. You end up with a big plus sign, and you could keep these. You could keep these little squares. They will come in a mite handy. Plus, plus, plus. Let's see. Christy, let me know when you're done. Tina, when you're done. Margie's done. Glynis is done. Tina's done. Christy's done. Is that everybody?
Margie had put a plus sign. I assume that means she's done.
I think that means Margie's done. Hey, it worked. See, Glynis. Okay. Okay, so you can gently fold each one of these up. And look at that. You have the first layer of the box. Look how easy that was. So easy. Okay, so we're going to set that aside for a minute. Take your second piece of paper. Actually, take your second piece of paper. Need a big trimmer back. Need your trimmer back. And this one, we're going to cut. It's 12 by 12. We're going to cut it to 11 1/4 by 11 1/4. Nope, Margie's going to do it later. Can't see the keyboard. 11 1/4 by 11 1/4. So 11.25 by 11.25. So 11 1/4 is right there. Okay, so you should get a little strip like this off of both sides. $11 1/4. There's a second strip. And boom. Okay. That's only going to take you a few seconds. So once you finish with that, pull your scoreboard back. It's just a back and forth between your scoreboard and your paper cutter. I want to make sure you're all here, so when I give you this dimension that you won't have to try to remember it. Because I hate trying to remember the, the quarters and the halves and the whatevers. Just give it to me one at a time. So everybody got it cut to 11 1/4? Of course, Glynis has 5 cut. Candy has 3 cut. Everybody's cut to 11 1/4. Okay, this one you're going to score the same way, all 4 sides. However, you're going to score it at 3 3/4. Okay, Glynis is done. Christy's done. Okay, so last time we scored it at 4. This time go to 3 3/4, and we're going to score it at 3 3/4. I'm going to take that earpiece off. There we go. All right, 3 3/4. Thanks, Mariah. Okay, 3 3/4. Again, 3 3/4. Really, you guys are going to go, is that all there is to make an explosion box? It's so easy. I'm not a fan of taking something and making it more complicated so that it looks like you're showing somebody how to do something super complicated. I'm a fan of taking something complicated and making it much more simple. Less steps, really simplify it so it's easy to do. Okay, let me know when you've got your score done at 3 3/4. So again, you have 9 equal squares on there with your score line marks. Glynis is done. Okay. Glynis is like, I'm making 4 at the same time. Tina's done. Christy's done. Okay. Okay. Now, same thing. We're going to cut the corner piece out. So whether you're going to do it with scissors or your paper trimmer, whatever's easiest for you, just cut the corner out. Cut it out. Who was it that used to do that? Cut it out. Somebody from Saturday Night Live, wasn't it? Can't remember.
Man, I almost opened my mouth and said it was Leave It to Beaver, so now that really dates me.
Leave it to Beaver. No, they would go,
cut it out.
Cut it out. Like, I do this little hand signal with it. Who was that? I don't know. Maybe Leave It to Beaver did it too. I never watched it. I know what it is. I'm aware of it. I just never watched it.
I'm so old I can't remember.
Okay, there's 2. As soon as you get...
Margie says it's from Full House.
Oh, yeah. Dave Coulier. Right? Dave Coulier from... Yeah, that's you. Thank you, Margie. As soon as you get these 4 corners cut out, shout in chat so that we know that you're ready to go. It's not a very... I kind of tore that corner out. Okay. Last one. The girl on the phone. You never watched Leave It to Beaver? I didn't. Well, okay, so growing up, sometimes we had a working TV and sometimes we didn't. There was always several TVs around the house, but they weren't always working. So there were years when we had a working TV, and I'm very familiar with Gilligan and Brady Bunch. Those were the right after school. There were some other things, and there were some years that I really never watched TV, except when I went babysitting for someone else.
Tina's done.
Tina's done. Glynis is done. Oh, I'm laughing. Leave It to Beaver was from my childhood. None of you whippersnappers should have seen it.
I remember watching
that's
that
hilarious.
show. I don't know if it was reruns or whatever. I mean, we watched
That's hilarious. Okay, so Tina's done. Glynis is done. Candy, I'm sure you're done.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Christy's done. Okay. Okay.
I'm making
Yep.
the
So
alternate
fold.
pockets.
There you go. Fold these 4 in. And now you've got layer 2. Just set it in. Okay. Third piece of paper. Guess what? It's layer 3. So I'm going to grab the large paper trimmer again. Layer 3. This is easy. It's 10.5 by 10.5. 10.5 by 10.5. You get a little wider strip, and those can always be used. I'll show you how you can use them, and you can probably guess, but then I'm going to show you how you can do it without having to use these strips or cut them off and use them. Okay, so there's my 10.5 by 10.5. And
Toby's done.
okay, nice. After that, grab your scoreboard. We'll get everybody to the 10.5, 10.5, and then we can score. Linus was born before 1954 too. Toby was born in 56. Glynis is done. Toby is done. Christy, Tina. Okay, this one you're going to score like the others on all 4 sides, and you're going to score it at 3.5. 3 1/2 inch all the way around. So there's 3 1/2 inch. When we're all done, I'm going to pull the directions out, and you can take a screenshot if you want, so that you can have the directions. Now that we've done it, they'll make perfect sense to you, and it's super easy. 3.5, 3.5, and 3.5. There's 2, and here's my third side. Okay, paper's just getting a little bit smaller, but still I have 9 squares of the same size. Hi, Lois. Thank you. Appreciate the thumbs up. You have a great night as well, and hopefully sometime you can stop in and play with us with our paper on a Saturday night. Okay, we're done with that scoreboard. And okay, Christy's done. So now, after you score 3.5 inches on all 4 sides, then go ahead and cut the corners out of this one. And thank you for reminding me about the thumbs up. We really do appreciate the thumbs up. If you're having fun, maybe you're saying, I don't know if I'm having fun yet. I'll decide that when I see how easy this really is. Okay, so you have to admit, so far, isn't this super easy?
It is easy.
Serious. Why complicate things? Life is complicated enough, and it makes my brain hurt. And honestly, I want to be able to make what I'm making while I'm still hanging out and talking with you guys. And if I was following some of the ones that I've seen, I could not do it this way, because I would need to be concentrating and focusing. That's like Christy said, it's so tedious, I'll do it later. It's not. It doesn't have to be. And I don't want it like that. I want to just be able to relax and do it while hanging out with you guys and not have it be such a chore. It should be fun, not a chore. So you want that in a little bit tighter. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then there's one more. Last one. Oh, Toby. By the way, Toby, easily amused because we love to play paper. Yeah, really. You guys know that our Black Friday blowout sale got postponed because I ended up having to go have another hip replacement. But we have rescheduled it. We have rescheduled it for December 31st for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. It'll be a 2-day end of year blowout sale instead of a Black Friday blowout sale. And because of that, we're now after Christmas, and so we're not going to pull out all the Christmas paper that we would have had right after Thanksgiving. But Toby, you specifically asked me about the classic Christmas. I do have classic Christmas, a variety of the things in that line. If you want to message me, Toby, I can tell you what I have, and we can talk about that to see if you still want it. If you do, I can get it out tomorrow. I can get it out right away so that you could use it.
Monday.
Yeah. So, yeah, tomorrow. So they'll get it out on Monday. Okay. You fold the third one. You've got the third one, right? Let me know when you're to this point. You should now have 3 boxes.
Look at how
sitting
quick that
inside.
is.
How quick and easy. Goodness, some of us are just easily amused. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm pretty easily amused with you guys. It's all fun till we get a paper cut. Yeah, it's all fun and games till somebody gets their eye poked out.
I was
Right?
just going to say. Until somebody gets their eye poked
Well,
out.
that's what I thought of when it was like fun and games with Marianne and Doug. Yeah, it's all fun and games until someone gets their eye poked out. See, Christy, heck, this is so easy, but I can do If I'm teaching you how to do this on a Saturday night while still talking and joking with everybody, you know it's easy. You know it is. Tina's done. Christy's done. Glennis is done. Toby, are you caught up? Maybe Toby left. Yeah. Okay, we've got one more piece of paper. We've got 3 boxes. We need 3 lids, right? We're going to get all 3 lids out of this one piece of paper. So this one, I can even use my little trimmer to do all 3 of them. Okay, you're going to cut a piece that is 6 1/8 by 6 1/8 square. So this is a 6-inch paper trimmer, and it just happens to have the 1/8, and then it goes over the cliff. So 6 1/8 is the exact width of this. 6 1/8. I'm going to go about halfway down by 6 1/8. Okay, so I've got a 6 1/8 by 6 1/8. And because all 3 lids obviously are different sizes, because the box are different sizes, I want to make sure that each of you gets that. So tell me when you've got the 6 1/8 lid. We'll set that one to side for a minute.
Oops, sorry.
Hi, April.
That woke me up.
Yeah,
I've
April,
got
the
my
explosion
mat
box
down.
is super, super easy. So yeah, catch it on the replay so you see it from the beginning. But
Hi, April.
it is super, super easy. We've already, in just a few minutes, we did the 3 layers of boxes, and now we're doing the lids. Okay, so guys, tell me when you have 6 1/8 by 6 1/8 cut out. And we'll go to the second lid. Perfect, Toby. I will watch for your message. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 6.125. Is that what it is? Yeah, I guess it is, huh? Awesome. Christy's done. Tina. Oh, I think that's a Tina's done. It just popped up there. Glennis. Am I to assume that you're already done? I know Candy's done. Okay. Our second lid is going to be 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. Okay. So 5 7/8, just a perfect square. If you have a perfect square box, you need a perfect square lid. 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. Check myself there. Okay, so I've got 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. Let me know when you've got that. That's our second lid. And so you have 2 lids already, and you should still have basically a half a sheet of paper. Toby's done. Awesome. And we'll make our third and final lid. Now I got Jeopardy stuck in my head. Oh, that just will not do. Will not do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, we finished this. I'm going to make a teeny tiny one for Margie. Oh, thanks, Toby. It does kind of match some of those things, huh? Done. Let's see. Okay, Christy's done. Everybody done with that? With the second one, the 5 and 7/8. The third and final one is 5 and 5/8. So 5 and 5/8. Let's see. We'll go right here. 5 and 4. 5 and 5/8. Right there. Turn it around the other way and get 5 and 5/8. There we go. I got a little strip there, and I still have a, look at that, out of 4, I still have at least like a full sheet of cardstock left out of all of those. So you can do a lot with that. There's a lot of cardstock left in nice big pieces. So if you have a double-sided print, you can use it to decorate and embellish. Okay, I'm going to move that one out of the way. Okay, so there we go. So we've got 3 lid pieces, 3 different sizes. The last one is 5 and 5/8. 5 and 5/8 by 5 and 5/8. And I'm going to wait till everybody gets to that point. So let's see. Toby, are you to that point where you've got all 3 cut? 6 and 1/8, 5 and 7/8, and 5 and 5/8. Yeah, I write them down because I'll never remember those measurements. But once they're written down, I can just look at them. I don't have to remember them, and it's just super easy to cut them. And literally, okay, so Toby's done. Literally, once you've cut that, you've cut your entire box. I'll show you how to put the lid together, and the box is made. The box is done. Well, we still want to glue these 3 together. But you can see if we weren't like waiting, if I wasn't waiting for everybody to say done because I don't want to go on to the next step without anybody, you could literally make this box in 10 minutes. So simple. So I'm not sure on a couple of the third lid size is 5 and 5/8 by 5 and 5/8. Okay, Christy's done. Awesome. 5 and 5/8 by 5 and 5/8. Glynis, are you done? I'm assuming, but yeah, Glynis is already over there.
She says there's a terrible lag.
Is there ever a question whether Glynis is done? She's faster than all of us. There is a terrible lag, so I'm going to. Okay, now is a good time to refresh, Toby. Massimo. Hey, Massimo.
Snoring.
Is he really? I couldn't hear. How cute.
No, it's not.
Well, it's cute as long as nobody thinks it's you, right?
Right, I guess.
All right. Tina, did you get that third one? I want to wait till I know for sure you're done. And then we're going to score. And then we're going to score these 3. Tina was just working on the third lid, 5 and 5/8. And if there's a terrible lag, then it's probably taking a while for it to. Tina's got it. Okay. Probably take. Maybe I'll pull up YouTube on my phone and so I can kind of see what they see. Okay. Now here's the even easier part. We need to score these around so that we can bend and have the side of the top. They're all going to be scored exactly the same. You're going to score them at 1 inch. At 1 inch, all 4 sides, all 3 of them. Okay. So let me get this over here where I can see 1 inch. There's 1 inch. Flip it. 1 inch. Flip it. 1 inch. Flip it. And 1 inch. Okay, so I've got 4 score marks. Easier to see over there. 4 score marks, all of them at 1 inch. Hey, Maribel. Good to see you. Oh, the second one, Tina, was 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. So the first was 6 1/8. The second one was 5 7/8. And the third one was 5 5/8. Maribel, we're going super slow and we are almost done putting a whole box together. It's so simple. So once we get this together, I'm going to do another one while people start decorating. So if you have a chance to hang around, you can see it. And then I'm going to pull up the directions and people can screenshot it if they want to. Okay, so you're going to score it at 1 inch all the way around. And go to the next one. And we're going to score that at 1 inch all the way around. 1 inch. Had a hard time with the glare seeing the 1 inch. 1 inch. And 1 inch. Okay. So the second one and the third one the same. 1 inch all the way around.
Toby's back.
What?
Toby is back.
Oh, from her refresh. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Toby, you got all 3 of your lids cut. Now go around and score all 3 of the lids at 1 inch all the way around. All 3 of them the same. Score them at 1 inch all the way around. That one and that one. And I'm on the third one. So 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch all the way. Thanks, Debbie, for catching that. Okay. And now I am done with my scoreboard. See, I can't see my kitchen table at all. Darn it, you better just have some cheesecake and sit down and chat with us, right?
That sounds so good.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let me know when you get to the point that you have scored all 3 at 1 inch all the way around. So you have 4 score lines on each one. The 1 inch. Or some Girl Scout cookies out of the freezer. That would be okay too, right? Oh, that reminds me, I have something here. Doug brought him from Costco.
Christy says score.
And she's done. Toby's done. Glynis, how are you doing, Glynis? And Tina.
Well, Glennis is probably done and on her third one.
Well, probably, but you know. He brought this bag, and they're peanut brittle bites. Oh, I know I shouldn't eat them. He's like, these things are so bad, they're addictive. I tried one and went, oh crap, they are. No on her second, but no gluing.
Uh-oh. You know what?
What?
I can't use these feet.
Uh-oh.
Because it won't
And then
open.
the box won't explode.
Right.
Mm.
Well, that just wasn't too smart.
Frozen dark chocolate dipped cheesecake. Oh my gosh.
Andy, I heard you.
I didn't even think about that until you said that. As soon as you said I can't use these feet, I knew why. That's funny.
Yeah,
They're pretty feet.
Tina,
They're
if you have to redo a lid, then that's okay. It's easy to redo a lid.
Oh, Toby's got frozen dark chocolate dipped cheesecake.
Tina, do you have a pencil? Do you want to write these 3 down and then you can just double check your 3 lids? Because that's probably the only place you would have messed up, I assume. I know, dark chocolate dipped cheesecake. That sounds so good.
It sounds good, and I don't even like chocolate. Good.
It does sound good. Maybe with a fresh raspberry frozen in with it. Tina, 6 1/8, 5 7/8, and 5 5/8. If you look at those, it goes down by 2/8 every time. in size. So 6 and an eighth, 5 and 7/8, and 5 and 5/8. In fact, here, let me just give you guys this. In fact, I'm going to do this like a little bit. Okay, if you want to screenshot that, go ahead. There's all the dimensions, instructions. Someone does not like chocolate. Inconceivable. I know. That's why Debbie's my best friend, so I can have all her chocolate. I just decided that, Margie, right at that moment.
I'll eat it, but it is not my favorite. I would
Yeah.
rather have something that's vanilla or
Mm.
marshmallow or
Ew.
cherry or
Okay, I'll eat the chocolate, you eat the marshmallow.
okay.
Bite size. Yum. Okay, anybody who wants a screenshot of this, let me know when you've got it so I can move it and go on. Move it, move it, move it. Meanwhile, I'll just have another bite-sized piece of peanut brittle.
Well,
Oh, what? Margie, you don't like Oreos? Okay, Glynis has got it.
yeah, I don't like Oreos. Yuck. That's just nasty chocolate.
Depends. Oh, that Oreos aren't for when you want chocolate. Mm-mm.
Oh, you had the birthday
Sandy's
cake
got
ones?
it. See, Sandy's making along with us, and Oreos aren't for. They're not for when you want chocolate. They're just for when you want cookies dunked in milk and they taste good.
Yeah, I don't like
Sugar.
The
Sugar.
the vanilla cake Oreos are really good.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oreos are good if you put them like in a food
A crust.
processor, and then you
Make
can
crust
use
out
them
of them?
for crust out of it for a cheesecake. Yeah, then they're
Yeah.
okay.
Christy,
Yeah.
y'all are all nuts.
I don't like the cream. I take the cream off and
Right.
eat the cookie.
All right, we're getting distracted here. Has everybody got this that wants it? I don't want to move it and have somebody say they didn't get it. You could always get it from me later too if you want. No. Okay, I'm moving it. Away we go. Okay. Now, everybody to this point, hopefully, grab a lid, any lid, and you're going to need a pair of, I would say, sharp scissors. They just need to be small ones. These are good ones to use. Maybe a small pair like this would be good to use. Sharp would be helpful. Okay, I need chocolate. Yeah, I don't have any chocolate, but I have peanut brittle. Would that work, Christy? This is the part where I don't want you to cut the wrong thing. So watch very carefully. As you did those 4 score marks, it made 4 little squares in the corner, right? One in each corner. Put your left thumb in one and your right thumb in one and hold it in front of you. That's how you make sure that you don't cut the wrong one. Have some chocolate oranges. Come and get one. Okay. By your right thumb, to the left of your right thumb, you have a score mark right here. You see where my finger is moving up and down. To the left of your right thumb, there is a score mark. Cut that score mark. That score mark only. Just like that. Poppycock. Oh, I love poppycock. That's good. Okay, do you guys see that? I had my left thumb and my right thumb on here, and I only cut the one by my right thumb. Okay. Now you're going to flip it a quarter turn and do it again. Put my left thumb in this corner, my right thumb in this corner. Only cut the one by your right thumb. And only one. Don't cut the corner out. You need this corner. Do not cut the corner out. We're just making one cut. See, look at that. I didn't cut the left. I only cut the right, and I only cut one right there. Okay, quarter turn. Do it again. Left thumb in the corner, right thumb in the corner. Only cut the one by the right thumb. You think if I say that enough times, everybody will remember? Cut the one by your right thumb. Again, you get the little flap there. Do not cut the whole corner out. That's the way you do it, Margie. It's so easy, isn't it? Same thing on the last side. Left thumb, right thumb, cut the one by the right thumb. That is the pinwheel cut. I just didn't want to confuse anybody if they've never heard that. But yes, if you have heard that, that is the pinwheel cut. So you do a pinwheel cut all the way around. Now you're going to lay it down and you're going to bend, and it doesn't matter whether you bend it up or whether you bend it back. It really doesn't matter. I'll just bend it this way, just for kicks and giggles, which is the opposite the way that I should based on the score line. Of course, you always have to go against the grain, don't you? Okay, and now you've got that lid. Everybody there? I'm going to stop here, make sure everybody's there, because I don't want you to glue it wrong, and this is the only place that you're going to glue something that you need to make sure it's glued right. You can use score tape or you can use any fast drying glue on this. Either one. They both work great. Score tape works great on this. Can you hear my peanut brittle crunching in my mouth?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I want to know when everybody's here. Who've got their four corners. Margie, yep. It is good, and he was right. It is addictive. Glennis, yep, can hear. All right, fine, I'll stop. Sorry. Enjoy it. I am. I'm totally enjoying it. Somehow there's no calories in it when I eat it with you. Okay, Christy is here. Glennis, assume you're already here. Tina, Sandy, let me know when you're here.
Oh, I'm there.
I figured you were long past.
Yeah, I'm doing all the other lids.
Perfect. Okay, Christy's here. Tina, Sandy, Tina, glue, scissors, pencil. Oh, the pressure. That's funny. Tina, are you here? Did you get the four corners cut? Just the one? Just the one cut in each corner? A. Sandy's here. Okay. Okay, so now, if I folded it up this way, I have this flap on the right that goes forward. All I'm going to do is fold that in, and the two make a corner. See that? This is one. If I fold it up straight, and then I bend this one over, there's the corner. And I'll do the same over here, where I fold the one little end that we cut and bend it over, and there's a corner. And I want you to do that first, so then you see that you put the glue or the score tape on the right spot. All you want to do is put a little bit of glue or score tape on that little tiny square in the corner, that one that we wanted to make sure we didn't cut out. So put a little bit of glue in that corner square. Seems kind of clogged. Okay. And then fold it up. That's probably way too much glue. Fold it up. I'm going to line up my corner nice and in line there. Squeeze it together, and you want a fast drying glue so it'll glue just like that, or score tape, which will adhere just like that. Oh, cool. Tina's there. Toby's there. Yay. Okay. Go to the next corner and put the glue in the little tab. Fold it up and adhere the tab to the side. Now, I will tell you, if you folded this the other direction, let me quick do this one. If you folded this the other direction and you're looking at it going, wait a minute, my tab doesn't go that way. Why isn't my tab going the same way yours is, Marianne? I'm going to show you. And you didn't screw it up. Don't worry. Don't worry, you didn't mess it up. If you folded it the other direction, like this way, Then when you bend this tab up and over, it's just the left one goes in front of the right one instead of the right one in front of the left one, right? And then you take this one, bend it over, and there's your corner. Same thing. So whether it's the right one goes in front of the left one, because there's a little tab, or the left one goes in front of the right one, the only difference is whether once you scored it, you folded it, bent it this way, or whether you bent it this way, against the score or with the score. That's the only thing that makes a difference. So go around and get all four. I'm just doing this first one so that you would see what to do, and then you can do all the other two as well. Okay, anybody let me know if you, with the lag, if there's any hang up on the scoring, the cutting, or the folding of that box lid. Okay, and there is one lid. That's the teeny tiniest lid, the one, it's not teeny tiny, but that's the smallest lid, the one that goes in the center of the box.
Yay, Christy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That makes me so happy. I did it. Don't you love it, Christy, when it's really not as difficult as they make it seem? Okay, so remember, if when you're cutting them on the left and right, only cut the one by your right thumb. If you do that same every time, you'll never mess that up. Flip it left and right, only cut the one by your right thumb. Yeah, that's why, Christy, I'm so glad that you did it along with, instead of waiting, thinking it's going to be real tedious and time consuming, because it's not. We're not going to do super tedious and time consuming things on Saturday Night Live, because it's supposed to be a laugh and craft, and we want to be crafting and laughing at the same time and actually enjoy ourselves. So this is not the place for, I'm going to glue this one the other way just for fun and show you that the lid comes out the same. Comes out the same either way. Whether the left in front of the right or the right in front of the left, doesn't matter which way you bend it. The only thing that'll matter is which side of your colored cardstock is showing on top or bottom. So you might want to double check that. If you wanted one of the patterns to be on the outside and the other pattern to be on the inside. And I do like doing it with the solid. I did it with the solid here so that you could see, I know that you can see the score marks easier on camera than when it has a bunch of pattern on it. And the sample that I made for you is a pattern. But then I'm going to show you, as soon as we complete this, and I know that everybody's is done, I'm going to show you another reason why it is fun to do it with the solid. Okay, got one more on there. One more corner. Okay. All right. That's awesome, Christy. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Sheila. How are ya? Sheila, have you made explosion boxes before? If you have not, this is the easiest way to make explosion boxes in the world. I'm not kidding. We're just about finished with it. It's that easy. So, I'm going to make another one after this if you want to see, or you can go back and watch later. We went slow so that we could make sure that everybody, because everybody's got a bad lag, we can make sure everybody had completed each step before we moved on. Okay, so you cut the corner, just the one strip, you folded them, you put adhesive, whether score tape or fast drying glue, only on that little corner piece, that little corner box. Folded that up to go inside the other side. It's way too much adhesive, and what I really need is to get it in the corners, because the corners pop up. I keep getting the middle. Okay, and I am almost done with this box lid. Okay. There's the third one. Okay, when you get these done, when you get all three cut and glued like that, please let me know. Before I go on, I want to make sure that everybody is at that point. Oh, come on. I'll just have to trim that down. Theoretically, if one is doing an unusual size, how would one figure out the lid scoring? Theoretically. Oh, Glennis, you cracked me up. Okay, Glennis. Well, let's just say for example, what might the square have been to start the box with? As an example, what might their square have been to start with the box with? That's hilarious. Okay, so now I've got 3 lids. 3 boxes, 3 lids. Awesome, Sheila. Good to see you. Okay, Glynis is done. Everybody else, let me know when you're to that point. Sheila, this is what it is while they're doing that. 1 box, 2nd box, and 3rd box. You can put them all together and put 1 lid on it, or you can have a lid on each level, each layer. Totally up to you.
Done.
Started with a 6-inch. Wait, where did I set that? Oh, there it is. If one started with a 6-inch square to be the box, then one would want a square that's 4 1/8 inch by 4 1/8 inch to make the lid. Oh, wait, 7 1/8. What? Oh, Margie. I thought it was Glennis. No. Yeah, Glennis, if one started with a 6-inch square to make the box, then one would want a 4 1/8 inch square to make the lid. And you will always score it 1 inch because 1 inch gives you your side. So you will always score it 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. These would be great gifts for grands. Yeah, totally. Because you could decorate it according to the individual. And how much fun would they have with that? They would love that. Okay, Toby's done. Sandy's done. Tina's done. Glynis is done. Christy, haven't heard from Christy. Christy's still out dancing in the rain because she made the box and she didn't think she would or could do it that easily. Come on, Christy, rein it in. No, I'm all for dancing in the rain. I love the dancing in the rain. Singing in the rain. All right, Christy, are you to this point? Christy's already done. She's been done and waiting the whole time. I kind of glued crooked while I was looking at chat, and so I'm just trimming off these little pieces that are sticking up there. That's all I'm doing. Because, I get talking and don't pay attention to where I'm gluing, and it dries so fast. Okay, so now what we need to do is take these 3 and glue them together. So we're going to do it super, super easy way, right? Take the inside level out and set it to the side. And then take the second layer out. So we've got the first layer, which is the biggest one in front of us. The biggest layer in front of us. We're going to take the second layer and we're going to fold in all of the sides. I wouldn't worry about holding them down real tight. Just fold them in because you want to be able to see where your edges are there. And then double stick tape or score tape works great for this. Art glitter glue works great. Barely art glue will work great, but I always want something that's fast drying. And then I'm going to take that, and the reason I fold it in is so that I can see around me, because I'm going to have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then I can lay that right in the center. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter, but you do want it as well centered as possible because you're going to have stuff that needs to open. Okay, once you get it down there, just open it up and burnish it down. Super, super easy. And then we're going to do the same thing with the inside one. I'm going to fold these over just so I can see. I'm going to turn it over, give myself some adhesive. And put it in the center. And when you open it, you look right here. You can look at all 4 of these quickly and see if they're all about the same. And if they aren't, you can adjust one if you need to. I can't now. It's too late. That art glitter glue dries super fast. But if you needed to, when you first put it down, you could do that very quickly. And look at that. I've got an explosion box. Just like that. Wasn't that easy? Now that you know how to do it and you've screenshot those instructions, you could literally whip that out in 10 minutes. So here's the lid for the center. Here's the lid for the second layer. And here's the lid for the third layer. Boom. Ta-da! Thank you, Margie. Ta-da! 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 Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, is everybody to that point? If you're to that point, I'm going to show you some variations that you can do on it. And then we can go ahead and decorate it. Or if you want, we can make another one. I'd kind of like to decorate one and show you, you probably want to decorate one too. Okay, everybody to this point? And look how much stuff you have left over. It's amazing how much cardstock. And yeah, so cool. And all that took was 4 pieces of 12 by 12 double-sided cardstock. Again, I did the solid so you'd be able to see my score lines easily. See what I did? So 4 12 by 12 sheets of cardstock, put all 3 boxes and all 3 lids, a little bit of adhesive or score tape, a scissor, a scoreboard, and a paper trimmer. That's it. You could even make these and then sit down with the grounds and let them decorate them. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. So this one, the base was black instead of the blue cardstock. This one I did black cardstock. And then this is blue. Actually, this is the same. I took 1 paper pack and made 3 complete boxes and not even done. And I still have a ton of paper left. Done was a little tight on the second. Okay, so your second might have been just a tiny bit off. And if you have to, Tina, if you need to on the second, go to this part right here, the flaps of the second, the sides of the second. And if you need to, you can trim down just maybe the 2 opposite of each other. Trim them down just a hair to give you just a little bit more room in there. If it's still too tight, trim the other 2. That is no big deal. That's what I would do. Absolutely, totally. Okay, so put that one back together. It's easier to keep it if it's all back together. Okay, so I did this one with a black base, like this blue one that I started with the black base. This is the Stamperia blue paper collection. And it already had this cool little twine on here, so that was really perfect. I thought that'd be, perfect for the top. But take the lid off, and I put the strips on the side. Now, this one only has 1 box. I didn't put all 3 in here. I just wanted to show you some different variations of things that you can do. So use that whole paper collection on the top. I did put it on the bottom to reinforce it only because I wasn't putting the other boxes in. If I'm doing all the boxes in it, I don't necessarily put it on the bottom because you've already got 3 layers there. And then you're probably going to do something on the inside, which is going to make it even stronger. So, okay. When this one falls open, each one of these has a triangle tuck. So like a half, like that, just to put tags and things in. So there's tags, there's tags, there's tags, and more tags. And I just stopped right with that, and faux postage stamps. I stopped at that. I didn't go any farther because, you know, you just keep doing whatever you want to do to embellish it. But do you want to see how to do these without having to? Now, the one that you've already cut, you could take these leftovers and you could cut a triangle and glue it on there. But I like to Sandy did hers in black and Tina did hers in cardstock. Nice. MJ thought it was real string. Yeah, isn't that cool? I know that's on the paper. I thought, but if you don't have it on the paper, you could use real string. I just happened to align that one, so right. But you know, and that one. But of course, it's only on two sides. It isn't on the other. So, but I can show you how to do these without having to cut triangles. This is attached. This is attached. It is not glued. The less things we can glue, the easier it is, or the better. To me, I think that the more stability, the more strength it gives it. So I'm going to show you here. Okay, here's one where I already scored it. I think, yeah, you can see the score marks. I already scored it. Maybe the other side was the side that you see better. I already scored it, but I have not cut it. So if I want to do this, and I want that triangle, here's how I'm going to cut this. Okay, I'm going to get that triangle out of this corner without cutting the whole corner off. So I'm going to first cut off from here to here, from the tip up here to the tip up here. So basically, if I look at the score marks, I go to the tip of this score mark and the tip of this score mark, and I'm going to cut straight across. So I'm going to do that first. So tip of one score mark, tip of the other score mark on my mark. Okay. All right. And then I just need it to fold over, right? So all I'm going to do is cut the bottom half. So you can use your paper trimmer, whatever you want. I'll take the scissors. Okay. And then when I fold that on the score mark, there's your triangle pocket. And now it is much stronger because this is not a seam, it's a fold. And it looks cooler too because you've got more folded paper, not cut paper. So before you glue that down though, you need to glue this down. Whatever size these are, so depending on whatever your box is, like this is this a 12? Yeah, this is a 12 by 12. So these are scored at 4 inches. That means I want the piece that I'm going to put on them 1/4 of an inch smaller. And that will give me 1/8 of an inch all the way around on each side. So I would need these to be, if that's 1/4 of an inch, I'm not going to do that. If that's 4 inches, I want these to be 3 3/4. And then it would fit there. So you want to put this down first. Once you glue that down, then just put one bead of glue is all you need right here, or score tape. Flip that over, put that down, and boom, there you go. Then all you have to do is you can take your other triangle here, and you can use that. And actually, if you've got a 4 by 4 that you've cut out of one of the others, you start making a couple of these and you can mix and match them and use the corners you've cut out. It's really easy, and you use them all up. And I can cut that in half from corner to corner and have the same size as this, but that won't work because I want a little border, right? So I need to start with a square that is 1/4 of an inch smaller. It's always only 1/4 of an inch. So like all these squares were 4 inches. So that square was 4 inches. So I want to make this square 3 3/4. Then when I cut it in half, it's going to fit right into that triangle pocket. So that is super cool and easy. So this one I made all 4 the same like that, so you could see. And if you had all the layers and had it stacked full of stuff, this would be fun if you were giving it to somebody as a gift, maybe hubby or, sister or somebody, and you wanted to write, like on every single tag or card, you wrote a special memory about them or a reason you love them or something, something you love about them or don't like about them or whatever, That would be fun.
Right.
Depending on the person. And then it has some extra weight because you've got 2 layers on here and you've got the tags inside. And so when you take the top off, it really does explode and fall out because it's got the extra weight. So you think that is cool? Yeah, that was pretty darn cool. But wait, there's more. Feel like the commercial. Okay, so that one's going to go like that. All right, here's another one. Would make cool money. Yes. Oh, that's a cute idea. You just made my Christmas presents going with these handmade ornaments. Oh, Christy, that's a great idea. A handmade ornament in the center box. Hey, even if you have to just fill it with candy for somebody, but a handmade ornament, that is cool. And oh, this is the coolest way ever to wrap that. Okay, so this is the same blue cardstock that I used tonight. And this is the same blue, the Stamperia blue line paper collection. Again, I only did 1 layer. And this one, I thought, okay, I'm not going to make 15 of these boxes, so you can see some different ways. So I made 1, and on all 4 sides, each one has a completely different thing. Okay, where the last one, all 4 sides were the same. So this one, they are all different. So I'd look like a little double gatefold. So I left the 2 corners in. I cut the bottom only, folded them in half, and then I scored them. I scored them right in the middle, and so I could fold them in half, and then they're already scored there, so I folded them there. And so then when you do your square that would go over the top of these, you just have to cut the square in half. I mean, super easy. And these were just like a 3/4 inch punch and a tiny little brad. And on the back, I just covered it with a little piece of paper. One of the scraps I'd cut off from some of this, and you can't even tell because it's all the same type of paper. Isn't that cute? So you could okay, you can use these for so many different ways. You could actually use this as a photo mat. If you wanted to fill it with photos to give to somebody, there's a great photo mat. This would work for some small ones. But on the back, you've got a lot of places for photo mats. So let me close that one back up. And this is just actually a little piece of burlap that I just pulled right out of the burlap and just continued to pull and break right off. I'll just have to replace that one. Okay, the second one has a belly band across the center. And I don't know what happened to the tags that were in there. There were tags in there. Like that. Okay, so the belly band with tags, and the back of it has a pocket. I'm sorry, a tuck spot. I guess that's a pocket, a tuck spot in the back. Some faux stamps and a tag there, or a card. You do not have to make the lid bigger. I made the exact same size lids for every box that I did, and you'll see all the ones that I did. Okay, so let me show you how to do this one without having to glue all these parts and pieces on. All right, so we did the triangle on the top one. Let's move to the next one, and let's use this corner now to make the belly band and the pocket, the tuck spot in the back. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I need it to flip. I'm going to, I don't cut straight. I don't cut straight with scissors, I don't think, and I'm not very comfortable cutting with scissors. I would rather use a paper trimmer. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut this line right here from this corner that's in. I'm going to cut the bottom line so the whole thing would fold over. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. So I will do that first.
Hey,
Yes.
somebody was whining.
Oh. Oh, is that what that was? Okay.
You didn't hear him?
Just barely, but I couldn't even tell that was him. Okay,
It was
so
a whine.
see how I cut the bottom, and so it will fold over now. But now I want a belly band, and I want a pocket in the back. So what I want is for the bottom strip of this to go to the back, and then I want the center strip of it to come to the front. So I just went up about 1.5 inches. I have to turn it over this way so I can measure 1.5 inches. If you're doing it with scissors, it's probably a little bit easier, but again, I just don't feel like I cut very straight with scissors. So I'll use this. I don't know why it's easier for me to cut this and end right on the score mark than it is with scissors. And then, let's see, it's that one. And then the center, I'm going to make, oh, I still got to keep it upside down. I'll turn it back over and you'll see what I did. I should probably cut it with scissors just so you can see, because that would make it easier. But again, I cut crooked with scissors. Okay. So here's our corner piece. I cut the bottom, so it's now separated. I cut 1.5 inches up, and I cut 3/4 of an inch. You'd probably, I forgot that this was the blue one. I was thinking that this was the colored one on top. I probably would have cut it 1 inch, but it's okay because 3/4 of an inch is a fine belly band on a 4-inch thing. And then we've got the top. So the back, the bottom is going to fold to the back, right? We'll fold this pocket up here. That's going to make our pocket in the back. And the center one is going to fold to the front. That's going to make our belly band in the front. And the top one, I cut off. And this tutorial will still be in YouTube. You guys can go back and look at these later. I don't expect you to be doing every one of these or to remember every one of them. I just want to show you some ideas of some of the things you can do. And honestly, there's so many different things you can do. I didn't even do them all. I just did a handful so that you could see, and you can come up with hundreds of different ways. So I'm not going to glue this down until I put my piece of paper here. And then all I'm going to do is put the glue on this one side. But it's so much nicer to just have glue on that one little tip than it is both sides, and know that this is a fold and not a glue. And same back here. I don't have to worry about that fold. I'll put my paper down there, and then I only have to glue the bottom and the one side. Super easy. Okay, so there's 2. The third, let's see, that was that one. Okay, and I showed this one was just leaving the corners on and folding them. This one looks cool when you leave all 4 corners on, and it looks really cool when you want to do them as photo mats. So if you wanted to make it with somebody as a memory box, and you gave it to them and it had a whole bunch of photos of them and you or the family or whatever it is, and you leave all 4 corners on and you use this as a photo mat, and then you use the other side as a photo mat, and when you put the box together, you fold that and fold it up. When it falls down and this flips open on every single one of them, there's two more photos there, which is really cool. From here, I just took one of these strips that I had just cut off, and I cut that and glued it on both ends. I'd rather fold it, but I'm keeping that, so I had to glue it, and I just put an inside pocket there. to make good use of that. And the outside has nothing. That could be a photo mat or whatever you want. Okay, the last one, I've already used this corner to fold up for this one, right? For the double gatefold. And so this one, again, I took a piece of scrap that I had cut off. And that's why I said that these strips that you cut off from the 12 by 12 piece of paper, hang on to those because they're perfect. This is perfect to use right there as that pocket. It would work on any side, the bottom, the side, belly band. We had this much left over from the piece we made the lids with. We had all of these left over from, oh, there's more. I can't even grab all of them. We had all of these left over. So you've got a ton that you can use to embellish. You can do the entire thing with less than 4 full. Me too, Tina. I need solid colored cardstock 12 by 12. I didn't realize that I'd given so much away until I went to find it for this. And that's what I told Debbie. I got to go shopping for solid colored cardstock now. I don't have any. Okay, so that would tuck in there, and on the back, on the outside, you could do anything you wanted there. So there's just 4 ideas with that one. That one would fold in. Yeah, this one is cool. They're all 4 there, and you fill them full of, and again, I only did 1 box. Think if you had 3 boxes in here, and they all had that extra flap, the corner still in there, with photos on them, how many things would be falling out, and looking at those, it's really cool. Okay, so we put the lid back on this one. And who else is it? Tina, Sandy. I did not make the lid any bigger. I did not make the lids any bigger for any of them. No matter what I did inside, the lids are the same size. In fact, on one of them, I accidentally cut the lid a little bit bigger because I was talking while I was doing it, and it is too big. It flops around. You really don't, because everything that you're adding to it in bulk is adding on the inside. You're not increasing the outside. You're not increasing the perimeter. Um, uh, uh, what is it? The perimeter measurements. Can't think of the word. Measurements. Hi, Margalo. You're gonna have to watch later. It is very cool. Very cool. Okay, are you guys ready? This is the last one that I made, and it's my favorite. My favorite. I didn't finish embellishing it. I did start embellishing it. It's one of my favorite lines of paper. You've seen it before. I've used it on the Tell Us What to Do, making some things. But it's Authentique's paper line. I can't remember what it was called, but I really love this paper line. It's so pretty. This is a black cardstock base, and it's just Authentique paper. And these are little pearls around it. So need to finish embellish, but look what you can do. You can give it little feet. So these are beads. Perfect color, the perfect size. Nice little flat bottom. They make it the perfect. I just put them on with some Fabri-Tac. Isn't that an adorable little box? I love it. I love the color. I thought Candy'd like that, the teal. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Wood, glitter, paper. I know. Why do I get so excited every time I open this box? I've only looked at it 500 times. I still get excited when I open this box because I love the paper. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Okay, Chrissy, we're ready. Here we go. Check that out. And again, I only did the 1 layer because I wanted you to be able to see all of it. But you could put 2 or 3 or 4 layers in here, 5 layers, however many you want. But isn't that cute? And you would not believe, move the lid. Move that lid, move that lid. I'm going to show you how to do this. And this is just as easy as making the whole box that we just did. I told you it was simple. It is simple. This is just as simple, and I'm not kidding. Not kidding. Let's just do a quick block. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the corners just fold up. Here's a pocket. Made some cute little tags that can go in there. Triangle pockets. A couple cute little tags that go in there. Another, I just made the opposite sides, triangles, and the two opposite sides, just a little bottom pocket. Nothing complicated. Super simple and super easy. I just used scraps. I saw a scrap laying around that was this big off of something. So I thought, okay, that makes it look like a little book, even though it's not. It's just a tag or card to write on. Perfect. Okay. The other side of these has the same fabric. This is the outside of the box that you saw, the 4 large ones. I know, isn't it? That's what I said, Sandy. It's so stinking. I just love this paper line. I have had it for years, and I still love this paper line. So, yay, Authentique, because it's one I don't think I could ever get tired of. It's just pretty. Okay, they're like, enough of that. Do you want to see how to make that? It is so easy. I think we do still have 2 corners on this one. I'm going to show you with the 2 corners on this one. Yeah, I mean, you could make a really, really elegant one for somebody and put photographs in there that would be a memory keepsake.
Good night, Toby.
Good night, Toby. A knob on top, that's a super cool idea. Something similar to this, but a little bit larger. Oh, Sandy. What a great idea.
I'm going to poke a hole in the top of mine
Wait.
and have my charms hanging on it.
What about that? What about a pearl? And I could feel it's a pearl. It's a bead, so it's got a hole. But I can put pearl nouveau pearl on top of that, so that hole is covered. What do you think? Oh, another one. I'll kill him. Yeah, they're that's all right. Not a big deal. We can block faster than they can put them in. So, okay, yeah, that is cute. Great idea, Sandy. Yeah, I've only gotten this far where I had time to put those down and put the feet on, and I thought I got to continue. I got to finish embellishing that, but I hadn't even thought about that. I love that idea. That's a great idea. Thank you. Okay, so let me show you how to make them. Super easy. They are out tonight. Okay, so you've got your 12 by 12 or whatever size. This, obviously the outside, you're going to do those things to it. And then the center ones, you're not going to have feet or some of those. Take your corner square, and remember how we trimmed this one from tip of score line to tip of score line to get the triangle? You're going to do the same thing. Start with the same thing and trim it tip of score line. Man, I can't even see it. Get it glare. To tip of score line. But don't cut the bottom. Okay, so you've trimmed it tip of score line to tip of score line. I'm going to do the other one too, because it's easier when you see 2 sides fold up. Okay, so now I've got 2. I probably should have got a whole nother piece of paper just because maybe you'll see the corner. That's okay. It'll work. You'll at least see 2. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my scoreboard. I'm going to grab my scoreboard and a score tool. And what I want to do is score right down the center here. See how this folds? If you score right down the center, it'll fold super easily. You don't have to force anything. It just automatically wants to go that way. Every time you push on the edge, it's ready to go. So this is the score mark I'm doing. And the way you get that perfectly centered is by going from the center box. You've got a center scored box. You would go from one corner score. I probably should do this with my smaller one. It wouldn't matter. One corner score to the other corner score, they would need to be lined up. But if I push this over here, conceivably, theoretically, that should be directly in line. So if I start right here on this corner score, and I then go, let's see, where is it? And I then go straight up, I'm going to be in the center. Does that make sense? And I don't want to score the center one. I don't want to weaken that. So then I would come down to the other side, and I've got this edge lined up. And so if I started on this one, I could score straight down, and I would get this one. But I've got this one, so I flip it around, and I could do the same thing. Flip. I hold the hand straight too. Okay. And now I've got to score down the center of this one. Okay, so that's how you get those corner scores. Good night, Christy. There's some chocolate bark with your son. Oh, nice. Watch the rest later. Yay,
Hi,
thank you.
Christy.
Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. And when you come back and watch the rest of it, leave a comment. I love when I sit down to look to see if there's comments and you guys have written something. I love writing back. It's just nice to know that somebody's watching. Am I just talking to myself out there? I know I'm not on Saturday night because you're here. Okay, so I've got a score mark on this one and a score mark on this one. And then I'm going to fold it out. Let's see how we want that to fold in. So I'm going to fold it out just a little, just enough to get it started. But remember, these will need to fold normally in. This will need to fold normally in. And then my center one that I just started is going to fold in. I'll let my finger guide it all the way down just to make sure it all goes the right direction. Pull it together. Make sure everybody's in line there. And I'm not going to worry about burnishing that so much because I want it to kind of pop out, and it gets burnished every single time I open it and close it. Okay? So there it is. And then I'll go over to the other side and I'll do the same. I'll fold this one in a little bit, but I need to make sure that that is folded up and that one is folded up. This one's in. There you go. Look at that. That would be the corner of the box right there. And there's the next corner of the box right there. And if you had done the same on the other one, but this one's going to be a triangle. And then this one comes up here. We're going to have a belly band and an outside pocket. So you can do two of those. Now, the one I didn't make, and I thought today that I would make it, and then I ran out of time today because I had too many other things to do. But do I have one more? I might have one more that's scored. If I have one more that's already scored, I will show you this. But that's a whole bunch. See, just doing this, I know that you're already thinking of different things that you can do, right? It is not, once you know how to make the basic box and you see how easy it is, you're like, oh my gosh, that's easy. I could think of all kinds of things to do on the corners or on the sides. Yeah, there are literally so many options, hundreds. I'm sure it's just endless what you could do with that. It's just so fun. Oh, how fun to make a tiny little, one that goes down to a tiny little one. Maybe even has 8 or 10 different layers and then have a ring inside there for somebody. That would be fun. It's like opening the box and there's another box opening, the presents kind of thing. Okay, so many choices. That is true. Chocolate bark from a brown dog. Of course, Margie. I think I am going to put the pearl on top. I love that idea. Thank you. I think it was Sandy that said that. It was a great idea. Okay, so here's one that is already scored and has not been cut yet in any manner. I had just a scratch notepad I'm going to put underneath it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to find one of these that is 4x4 from a previous one I cut out. Nope, that one's not. This is the only place where me personally, would make a template, because I don't always freehand things the best, I don't think, my very first time. I might if I play with it a while, but I do want these all to be the same. I want all four corners to be the same on this one. And so because of that, I am going to make myself a template. So I grabbed another square that I'd cut out of one of the previous ones that is 4x4, so I know it's the exact same size. And I am going to fold it, actually. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I always just grab it and fold it. I am actually going to score it to make it easier. I want to score it from corner to corner. It doesn't matter which one, because I'm making myself a template. I want to fold it in half. And so if I score it, I'm going to get a clean fold. So the only thing that is important is that this point and this point end up in the same groove, right? So the way I can do that is to come to the very end and put that in the last groove, because if it's in the second to last groove, if it's there, then it's easy to count one over and know that they're in the same groove without moving it around. And then that's the hardest part, is that you have to hold it still because you don't have it back against the wall. Okay, so I scored that one. I'm going to fold it in half. And again, remember, I'm just making myself a template. And you don't have to use this paper. I did because it's here and I know it's already cut to the exact same size. That is the only reason that I used that. Okay, and now that would be like that. Okay, I should have made the template beforehand so that I wouldn't have to freehand it in front of you and erase to do it just once, so it would make sense. But it's okay. Okay. I'm actually not even gonna I'm really gonna try to freehand this. I'm not even gonna draw the template. I'm just gonna cut it. And what I'm doing is basically cutting the top of a heart. That'll work. Basically cut the top of the heart, knowing that this side is square. I could bring that down farther if I wanted to, but I like leaving it all the way to the top. It gives it stability. So then, because I don't really want to fold this that way and cut it, that compromises its integrity, because I'm not going to fold it that way to stay. All I'm going to do is lay my template down, which would be a whole lot easier if it was a different color. You're saying, yeah, that would be a whole lot easier if that was a different color. And all I'm going to do is just take a pencil and draw that. And my reason for that is just so my left side is the same as my right side. Do you ever find like you draw a circle and you're just fine on this side, you come to this side and it's flat? And it's that, for me, it's that way with a heart. When I draw a heart, this side will be perfect and then that side will be flat. And you'll see, why you do want them to be the same. So then whatever you like to fussy cut with, it's not a big fussy cut, it's just cutting out the top of that heart. These are kind of big scissors. I wouldn't normally cut with them that big, but hey, no, that's not going to work. I'm going to do this. I always do the easy ways too, and sometimes that means just going in the middle and getting to the point and then doing the rest of the top. And not easy with those, a little bit easier with these. It's harder to move this great big paper, and so it's harder to fussy cut smoothly because I'm moving my hand, and usually you normally move the paper, the thing you're fussy cutting, not your hand. So it feels a little bit awkward, but okay, so there's my heart. And so I'm going to do another one. Actually, I'm going to do all four. You're going to need all four to get the... Okay, so meanwhile, you guys, hopefully you're decorating or can start decorating your boxes.
Hi, Ivy.
Hey, Ivy. We just made the easiest explosion box ever. So if you haven't made or you want to make the super easy explosion box, watch this back. You could watch it on double time because we went slowly so that everybody could get to every step. You can watch it on double time, and it'll literally take you about 10 minutes to make a whole explosion box. And you can see some of the variations we did that are fun. Right now, I'm showing another variation. I did not pre-make this one, so I'm just showing you how I would do the corners by making that template and then just cutting them out. Cut out these hearts. Whoop. And down comes the box. We got boxes everywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna do the two because you'll get it. All right, and then we need our scoreboard back. And remember on the last one, how we scored just from the center out. We're going to do the same thing on this one, but we only have to score from the center of the heart to the point of the heart, which is where the two score marks meet. And that is a little more awkward in trying to line them up. But not impossible. And you can also, you don't have to do that. You can also just grab a ruler and put it on something kind of soft, like this book paper or a magazine or something like that, and then use your stylus and go like this, and it'll make a score mark right there. So that will work too. In fact, I'll do that with the other one because I did two corners here. Okay, from this corner to that corner. Okay, that's actually even faster. So whatever way you're more comfortable with. Okay, and then just like before, I'm going to fold up as if I'm folding my box. Whoops, fold it on the score marks. That helps. And then the heart, you're going to fold to the center, just like this one. We folded these to the center. Same thing with the heart. It's folding to the center. Fold this one to, hi, honey. Hi. What do you have? Soup? Yeah. Oh. Oh, you're so sweet. Mmm. Yummy. My honey just brought me soup. He's so sweet. Okay.
I'm gonna go die.
Are you? Think she'll go with you? She's been out in the bed all day. Hope she will. Okay. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, so I folded this heart in. I folded this heart in. See how that goes? Just like this one, but instead of just being cut straight off, they're hearts. So if I had all four corners like that, then when the box explodes, it opens up and hearts fall out. So if it was decorated like this, they would totally jump out because you would have paper on the two heart halves and the ends. So you wouldn't just see a big blue mass. You would see the hearts fall out. Isn't that cool? We have Debbie and Candy here tonight, and they've both been working on their explosion box in the background. How are you guys doing on them?
Mine is decorated on most of the outside.
Okay. I flipped to 3 there. Candy, is yours coming along? I know Debbie started hers first. Okay, Debbie, can I make you full screen and show yours?
Sure. It's not too fancy.
Oh, no.
So
Perfect.
I had this brilliant idea. I was going to put these feet on it, but when you put the feet on, it won't explode. So that was a dumb moment. So
it was a great idea. But
this is Stamperia Around the World. And so there's that. So I haven't done the insides yet, but I've done all the outsides.
Okay.
They're all decorated.
Wow. I like that line.
And then, whoops, that's not showing. There we go.
Yep.
So, there.
Cool.
So I'm making mine for my daddy.
That's cool.
And then I kind of lost steam because I was searching for something to use for feet on these. All the
Okay.
stuff I have, I thought for sure I would have something that I could use for feet because I have these.
Now,
And I
do you guys see what she's talking about when those feet are great, and she even took time to grunge them up and put embossing,
Candy,
um,
stop laughing.
embossing.
Well, we didn't
She put
notice it
embossing
either
glaze.
until you said it. And you're like, oh, yeah, they wouldn't.
Never even thought about it.
So these were a
Never.
pewter color.
Yeah,
And
never even thought about it until she said, "Oh, I can't use these," and then
And
we
then you're
went,
like,
"Oh, well, yeah,
duh.
we're open."
yeah, so I'd used distressed oxide on them, and then I
Mhm.
used the Tim Holtz embossing glaze on them to whoops, there we go, to change the color.
Yeah,
And
they look cool.
they were pewter, and they would have gone with this, I thought.
So you can make a box like this and just don't cut it so it explodes, but just let it be a little gift box for somebody, and you can totally deck it out when they take the lid off. There's stuff inside, and put the feet on, and that could be different things. So, I mean, obviously, you're going to use those again somehow with something.
Oh, sure, I'll
But
use them for something.
yeah.
I do have these, and these would work,
Oh,
but again, I need to grunge them up. So,
so
the
yeah.
little screw comes out the top, so
Oh my
I could make a
goodness.
hole from the
Oh,
inside.
cute. They actually roll too, don't they?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know if it's really for feet or if it's supposed to be like a pulley type of
Uh-huh.
thing. But
Oh, that
yeah,
is cute.
so
You could also take beads of any kind and then totally grunge them up.
I was in the bead room. Yeah.
You've got a bunch of those, or just a wood round ball like those wood beads I had, because you can grunge those up so they don't even look like wood, make them look like metal.
Yeah, maybe I might have to go shopping.
Go shopping.
I have a room just for beads, and
Oh,
could
I'd
I
say in your
find
room, yeah, but I thought you meant go shopping, and I'm like,
them?
yeah, we got so much stuff. They are darlings. She did a really great job. That is super cute.
Thanks. This
Wait,
was
wait,
fun.
wait.
It was
A
easy.
room
It was
just a
really
room
easy.
just for beads?
Beads
Uh-huh.
and sewing. She has a bead and
Yeah,
sewing
Oh,
beads
room.
and
beads and
sewing.
sewing. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
But
beads.
Debbie
it
does
has a
beadwork.
walk-in closet in it, and so the walk-in closet has most of the beads stuff.
Ooh.
She's
Most.
done some beautiful beadwork.
Not for a while, but that's okay. I'd rather work with paper right now.
So
I
I
want
was
to
saying you've
use
been busy
paper so I can
papering.
buy more paper.
Mm-hmm.
So
Guys,
this is fun. This is super fun.
2022 is going to be the year of using our supplies so that we can buy more supplies and not just keep drowning in them. Hi, Sandy.
And I think what
Oh,
I'm going to do, hey, Sandra Lou, I think what I'm going to do, thank you, Sandy Rath, maybe is poke a hole in the top,
Uh-huh.
and then I have some charms. There's an airplane charm, and this is for my dad who turns 94 in just a few days, and so that's why it's kind of the older stuff on here, and he'll kind of get a kick out of it, I think. And I'm gonna fill it with candy for him. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
He'll
there's
get a kick out of how it opens up and explodes without.
yes.
That's just cute. She
So
did a
there's some
really
charms.
great
There's
job.
a little globe and a camera and
Really great job with those, Debbie.
yep.
yeah.
It was
So-
really pretty.
When she gets it completely done, decorated and everything, she'll take pictures and put it in the group
I will.
so we all can see how she finished.
Okay, Candy, your turn.
Okay.
I'm not
Ready,
done yet.
Candy?
I haven't got
Oh.
mine done yet.
Let's see where you are so far.
Put it in.
Oh, she's using blues. Okay, that line that she has right there, the Stamperia line, that's the one that I did all of these boxes with. Okay, that's
Oh,
the.
wow, look at that. How cool is that?
You can't see them. That's funny.
Okay.
I pulled these over. That's the one I did all these. You can't see them.
I love
I'm
that
not
bird.
good
I got
on
the bird
top.
for the top,
Yes, I have the bird on a tag. I love him on
and
the
then
top.
I did like the postcards on the
Ooh,
outside,
yes.
and then I got the inside of
Nice.
the first level done. And these are for pockets. Each one has the pocket.
Perfect. Love that.
Nice.
And I'm working on this layer.
Oh,
I just
cool.
started on the second layer.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, very cool. So, okay, so that line Candy's using is the same line I used for all of these that I was showing you.
Yeah.
And she did this on the outside, and now she's doing a second and third layer. And you can see it gets full, so it'll all explode. But you don't have to make the lid any bigger because the lid is based on your perimeter measurements, not what's happening on the inside. So don't make your lid any bigger or it'll get floppy. Ask me how I know if it gets floppy. It gets floppy.
She's
So
got floppy lid.
that bird, that was a good idea for the top. The bird, I have him on a tag, and I really like that. That'd be cute on the top. But that is a fun line. Yeah. After I did that, I saw this page with the twine and thought, okay, I'll make it look like a package.
Yeah.
So those of you who just came in, you have to go back and watch it because we made the basic box, and you can make the basic box in like 10 minutes. It is super simple. And then we showed all these different options of what you can do on the exploding box, different ways that you can cut it and fold it without having to glue everything. A lot of it is just done by folds, and decorate the box. So yeah, like that one's all girly and pretty, but then the one that we did tonight, I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to use around the world too, like Debbie is using, and I have somebody specific for that in mind that I want to decorate it for. I want to get this. What are we on time? Okay, we're at 8 o'clock, so we have 1 hour. So well, let's see. Yeah, everybody either just came in or was here and saw us make it. So you've all got, and I'll bring the instructions up one more time. If you want to screenshot these, go ahead. And then if you missed the whole making of it, I really would encourage you to go back and watch it later and just put it on double time. You seriously can, because we went slowly, so we made sure we didn't leave anybody behind.
So Ivy, you can put photos in them. You can leave them all blank and put make them photo mats, or you can put little pockets in them and do little tucks and put notes in them. I'm gonna on the inside of mine, I'm gonna do some little envelopes and write some notes to my dad and try to think up something that are cool memories and put in there. And then I'm gonna fill mine with candy for him. So so kind of you can make it so things kind of pop up out of them. But I think originally they were made for photos. Originally,
yeah, like something like this. Each one of these is a different. Like I broke my tie here, but so this was like a double gate closure, and you can use this as a photo mat. Small photo mats on the back, photo mats, and on the back, photo mats. You could use this as a photo mat if you're leaving it here, but if you put a second or third box inside, then you can't use that center as a photo mat. Same thing here. You could use it as a photo mat and still put a belly band over it and stick
journal
if you wanted to it. Yeah.
Thanks, Ivy.
This could be a photo mat, even if you want to put a pocket there. It does look really cool. If you want to do it as a photo mat, like a memory box for somebody, it looks really cool when all 4 of the corners are left in place and just cut on the one so they fold there. And then you use photo mat here, photo mat on the back, and you could do this one and that one as well. But then they're all folded in like that all the way around. And then when it opens, it doesn't open just to the plus sign, but it actually opens to the whole 12 by 12. And there's photos everywhere. That looks really cool. This one, you can see earlier if you rewatch it, how we cut it to make this fold one way and then fold the other way for a belly band and a pocket without having to glue them everywhere. Same thing with this one. This was this corner over here, just cut it in half, cut it across the bottom, and half of it folded over, made a tuck spot there. So you saw that one. That's the one that Candy, she did her whole outside like that. And these are folded. These are not all glued. These are all folded. So the only thing you had to glue is one little strip on the bottom. The more you can do it in folds, the stronger it's going to be. For sure. Oh, that's cute. And then this was haven't finished embellishing it, but this was the feminine one, authentic paper. Some of my favorite. I'm going to put this. I love that idea. I'm going to put this little pearl right here as the knob on the top. Little, that's a giant pearl. But you can leave the corners in. And you can make pockets. You can make triangle tucks. You can, even though this is the outside of the box, you can make pockets and tucks on the outside. So there's fun stuff to take out everywhere. And then I'm going to put more layers in there, more layers of pockets in there. And then the last one that I just showed, which I did not completely make, I was just showing how to make it, was doing the corners like this one, but instead of them being cut off, they have hearts on them. So when you open the box, you have hearts fall out in the corners. And so when they're covered with pretty paper, they look really cool. Because this looks kind of boring. You just have a blue piece of paper fall out. But if you look at this and you think, wow, those corners look pretty cool. Think how cool they would be if they were hearts and had, great paper on them that kind of popped in your face. That's and the first time you see it, it's a pretty cool. Oops, need a little more glue there. Pretty cool experience the first time you see it. It looks really neat. So, yeah. So those. I love that. I can't wait to see both of yours when they're finished. But we've got an hour, so if you haven't made one, you could make one. If you made one, then let's get to decorating them so we can put the pictures in the group. Because it's always fun to see everybody else's and get inspired by their ideas, things that we didn't.
Look at Glennis's. She sent pictures to you.
Did she? Okay, let me hold. Give me a second. Oh,
pretty.
I'm going to pull Glennis's up and show everybody. I love that she sends the pictures. Let's see. Ooh, pretty paper. Okay.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, I was just making sure I got, okay. Okay, so let me see if that, nope, that's not better. All right. See where we can get without the glare. Love that paper, Glennis. That is really pretty paper. Any double-sided cardstock will work. Like here's the sample double-sided cardstock. Or if you want to do the solid cardstock and then use the colored cardstock to decorate it, you can do that. Okay. Oh, look at that. Let's see. It's I'm trying not to get the glare. That is really cool looking. Purples and yellows.
Spring colors.
And yeah, those are pretty. That looks really cool, Glennis. Okay. And then another layer. See, she's done the triangle pocket, and there's the straight pocket. There's a triangle over there. And there's the center. Shoot. It's really washing it out. That is a really gorgeous spring green with the lavender. It's totally washing it out in YouTube. But it's super pretty. That's cool. Great job, Glennis. And look what she did in her center one. She did the fold like this one, the corner fold. She did that only in the center one. So the two outside ones fall open in the plus sign, and the center one has the corners in it. So you can mix and match them. I mean, the one that I did that shows a different one on every side of it, this one is the same in the four corners. You just put whatever you want. Do one layer one way, the next layer the next way. Or do them all the same way if you like that way. There's so many options and different ways you can do it. And I didn't even make them all. I just made enough to get you thinking. Enough to get you thinking of what you could do with it. Because there's, oops, that's black. No, where's the wrong lid. There it is. And they're so easy. If you haven't made them, if you came in late, you got to go back and watch the first hour. We're going to starting these Saturday Night Lives, the ones that are here in Happy Paper People. We're going to start them at 6 o'clock, maybe even a couple minutes early. We came in at 3 minutes to tonight to try to give YouTube a chance to send that notification out so we could start on time. But we're pretty excited to be here. So we're going to start starting on time and getting to stuff. Yeah, oh my, we have to think. No, you don't have to think. You never have to think. Which reminds me, I have to take this opportunity to tell you guys, Glennis and Debbie and Candy, I cannot thank them enough. The amount of work and time they have been putting behind the scenes to help get ready for our end of year blowout sale. You guys just would not even believe it if I told you, but it's true. They have dedicated so much of their free time in helping get this ready because they want it to be amazing for you. So end of year blowout sale, because we did not get our Black Friday blowout sale because I had to have surgery. End of year blowout will be Friday, December 31st, and Saturday, January 1st. It'll be both days. It'll start at 10 a.m. both days. We are going to start with an on-time door prize drawing both days. So if you want a good chance to win, be there on time because you know everybody else isn't, and you have to be there to win. There will be $1 hot buys. If you were here last year for the Black Friday blowout, you know what the hot buys are. That's where Kilt Man originated from. Thank you, Margie and Glennis. There will be $1 hot buys. There will be early bird specials, and you have to be there for the early bird specials. When you get an early bird special, or when we have one, when we are done with it, it reverts back to regular price. So if somebody's not there and they watch it on the replay, they do not get that same price. That, I believe, is kind of a bonus that people who make the effort to be there on time or at that time for the sale should get. So there are going to be some cool buys like that. For example, half price Minte. So if you guys like Minte paper, watch for half price Minte as an early bird special. And again, if they're not there, they don't get that price. What else? What else about those 2 days? Oh, we're going to have lots of giveaways, lots of hot buys. The early bird special, we are going to move. These are going to be fast-paced sales, so there's going to be stuff going on, stuff moving along. There's no time to fall asleep. We're not snoozing. We're moving these, right, guys?
Yep.
Moving right along. Anything else I need to tell him? No, you're not snoozing. You won't have a chance to snooze. With lots of giveaways, and the giveaways will be done differently so that we do not have to wait for everybody to pick a number, then take 10 minutes to do a giveaway. Giveaways will be able to be done in about 60 seconds. So we're pretty excited about that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot going on, and I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm really glad
it's going to be streamlined a lot.
I
just
totally
better for
agree.
everybody.
Ladies, Debbie's been cracking the whip. She's making Marianne do an inventory. So we have an inventory almost done.
Oh my goodness. Well, I will say, I am really grateful that all three of them convinced me not to do the Black Friday sale. I really wanted to do it. I really, really wanted to do it. And I do know that if I had done it, I would have been totally overdoing it for my hip, and it would take me more than a month to get the orders out, and I would not be feeling well, and it would take me a lot longer to heal. So the healing is going well, and that's because they convinced me not to do that. And now Debbie's cracking the whip and making me work 24 hours a day on getting this.
I feel bad.
No, I'm teasing you. I'm so teasing you. I can't thank you guys enough for the help that you're giving me in getting this together. Because especially on crutches, I can't do this.
But you do a lot, and you do a lot for us.
Well,
and so it's easy to help and
appreciate that.
Get it.
You can't do everything on crutches.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Oh, don't let Debbie fool you. She just likes cracking that whip.
Really?
Bossy.
Yeah, get that Candy in line. It's Candy that's out of line. Candy's the one behind.
Get me in line?
No.
I don't do good straight lines.
Yeah, Candy doesn't line.
Everything that I write down to inventory for Marianne, Candy's making the big. She's typing it all in and making the big list for us.
Yeah.
And so Glennis and I will be able to just get that stuff out. And
There will be no waiting around for Marianne to look up prices. Marianne's doing
Nope.
that now. We're going to know exactly how many we have. We're going to, because we want it to be fun, and we want it to move fast. We want to get through this if somebody doesn't want this, so that we can get to the next thing, because if that's what they want, and we just want it to be a fun time, and not sit around and not sit around and kill time. All you mods are seriously Margie, they are seriously the best. I wouldn't trade any one of these three in for any amount of money in the world. They are absolutely
thank
the
you,
best.
Margie.
We appreciate you guys. That's why. You guys are easy to be great for.
Well, I appreciate you guys, because you are great, and it's so much fun working with them. And you guys know that, because you love. That's why I bring them on here, because you don't want to just hear me all night. I know you don't, because you tell me how much you love when they come on with me, how much you love hearing them, and they've got great sense of humor, and how everybody works together, and I know everybody loves that, and that's why I do that, because it's all about all of us having fun, right? That's all that matters, is everybody has a good fun, have a good time. Okay, so we've got about 45 minutes left. Yeah, we love you too. Um, so I would like to try. I keep moving that over. I would like to try start decorating this, if I can get my brain in three gears or three directions at one time. Because I also want to tell you about. Oh, and you can thank Candy for. I don't have time to do everything. I throw a few ideas into Candy's brain, tell her what I'm thinking about, and she goes to work and comes back with a great logo for me. So you can thank Candy for the cool thumbnail that you see on the sales. They are pretty cool. The one is out, and I will create an event so that it is in Happy Paper People, because that event, when I create the event, I can have it send out a personal invitation to anybody in our group that I am friends with. So all of you, I can send that to. And then if you want, you can go into that event where you go in and click going, not going, maybe, whatever. We'll all have fun till Daddy takes the T-bird away. Ain't that the truth, Margie? You can go into the event and you can invite. So then you can invite anybody that you want that I'm maybe not friends with, that you want to let them know about it, that it's going on. So the Friday sale is out, the December 31st. That is out as of tonight, right before we came live, actually. And I'll go in and create an event with that. And then again, for the one on January 1st, I'll create that event as well. But don't get overwhelmed when you start seeing a whole ton of events. Just pay attention to them, because they're all different. So that's the end of your blowout sale. It's going to be 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Because Friday is New Year's Eve, we're starting at 10 a.m. and we're going to go to 10 p.m. We are going to stop at 10 p.m. and get off the sale, because we're going to jump right back on at 10 p.m. and have a little New Year's Eve hangout. Bring whatever you want to eat, whatever you want to drink. Doug is going to be here. He hung out with us last New Year's Eve, and we had a ton of fun. So maybe we'll make something. Maybe we'll just kind of hang out. I have a couple more games like we did on Thanksgiving that are a lot of fun. I still have some prizes going out for some people on Thanksgiving. We can do that again. We didn't even nearly get through those games, so there's a lot more of that fun, but then I've got a couple more. So we'll do that on New Year's Eve until everybody's seen the ball drop in their area of the world or country or wherever you are. And then we'll try to get a little sleep, and then we're back up on the Saturday morning of January the 1st, so that we can start at 10 a.m. on Saturday, January the 1st, for the second day of the end of your blowout sale. They will be different things each day. You will not see any repeats. If something was really great on the first day, we're not going to have that item on the second, and vice versa. All the good stuff is not going to be on the first day or the second day. We are really planning and organizing it so that it is well spread out. So there's just tons. There's just, guys, there's just tons of stuff and fun stuff. And we're so excited about it. And then let's see. So that's New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve night, and New Year's Day. And then Glennis says Christmas. Okay, Christmas is 2 weeks from today. And that is a Saturday. And that means that is my Saturday Night Live. And I'm so excited. I love
I'll be
that.
here.
Well, you awesome. I am so glad. I love going. Yeah, we've done that before. Doug came live with me on Thanksgiving. That was a lot of fun. Last year, we went live on a couple of those holidays. So we're going to do Saturday Night Live on Christmas for sure. We'll keep it at the same time, 6 to 9 Mountain Time, and Doug will be with me. So here's what I'm thinking. If I was thinking we would just have another fun, more fun and games until somebody gets their eye poked out. And then I thought, well, we got the 3 hours on a Saturday Night Live. Why don't we go ahead and do something that we would normally do? And I have a lot of people have asked, like those papers that I did that really simple art journal page with, how I did those. And I went back and looked at those papers, and I think all but one of those I did with the shaving cream technique. And there's a couple people who've been wanting to do the shaving cream technique again anyway. So I thought Christmas would be a fun time to do shaving cream technique, right? And Doug has never done it. It'd be fun to do it with him here. Either he'll be a total mess in it or not. Who knows?
He has to wear a kilt.
He has to wear a kilt and do the shaving cream technique. He might bring his wood burning stuff in and go, I'll just burn and watch you. So I thought maybe we would do shaving cream. 'Cause there's a couple things that I used to always do with it that I don't know why I never even showed last time. So, but we could do shaving cream technique on Christmas Day. How does that sound? Will anybody be here? Yeah, that should be funny. Well, I'd like to get him to try it because I think that would be funny. Let's see. Who was Sandy? Was it Sandy? I don't know. Sandy, will you be here on Sandy Rath? Will you be here on Christmas? And then let me get my calendar because there's just so many. Yes, you heard that right. Calendar. So many things. They're in the calendar. Ouch. Margie will be here. I just scraped my knee on the edge of that. Ow, 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 ow. Margie will be here. Debbie will be here. Glennis, what? Here. Wait, Glennis, what was your idea? What did I miss? Glennis said Christmas. Okay, I got that. Like what?
I thought Glennis wanted to do.
Not sure what the family up north has planned. Okay. Well, come if you can. Glennis, what was your idea for Christmas? What did I miss?
Didn't she send something in text before we started? Or earlier today?
Oh.
I think it was earlier.
And my brain's not remembering. Let's see. Glennis.
Lucy sent a song. Hold on. That's an advertisement. I hate the.
Okay, kids, you ready? Give me a note. Back in high school, you were square, carried books and slide rules everywhere. You scored straight A's year after year. They called you geek, they called you queer. For everyone who laughed in your face, now's your chance to put them in their place.
This is a Jeopardy tune.
That's hilarious.
Huh?
That Lucy just sent you that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious, Lucy. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, Glennis, I just scrolled back and saw your idea. Okay. Well, see, I think Doug should be playing in shaving cream with us. And Glennis said he could play with a tin of whipped cream, special for him. That would be fun. But the problem is, he'd probably want me playing with the whipped cream with him, and I don't want to do that. I want to play alcohol, inks, and Shaving cream.
Alcohol, you later.
Alcohol.
Yeah, that just kind of sounds funny, didn't that? Oh boy, that'll be a doozy. Oh, you guys are awesome. That was good, Lucy. I like that. Candy, you're gonna have to send me that. I gotta play that for Doug. That will make him laugh. Okay, a couple other things that I want you to just kind of be watching for because we are getting so close to the end of the year. Um, Starting in January, I'm going to go live every Monday at noon Mountain Time. Of course, when I say it, it's always my time. It's always my time. It's all about my time. It's all about me and my time. So, yeah, Mondays at noon Mountain Standard Time. It'll only be an hour to an hour and a half. It's not going to be a long. Some pixable boxes. Oh, oh, cute. Okay, I did say I was going to make little ones. I got to do that. All right, I'm pulling this up. Going to show you guys. Okay, check that out. And you can see in relations the size to the scissors in the drawer. Those are adorable, Glynis. Look, she made teeny tiny ones. Remember she said, theoretically, if somebody used a 6-inch piece of paper to make a box, what size would they want the lid? I can give you the dimensions to make those all the way down to, Glynis, was that 6-inch one your smallest one or your largest one? It was probably your largest one, wasn't it? Yeah, because that gives you two. No, maybe not. Might be your middle one. I've got dimensions all the way down to the 6x6. I could go smaller than that too, but which gives you a 2-inch box. That's pretty small. So they're adorable. That's the largest. Okay, so 6x6 is the largest, and then she would go 5 1/4, and then she would go 4 1/2 square. The smallest is 4. Okay. See, look at that. They're so easy to make. I didn't even give her the dimensions. She just eyeballed it and tried it, and they worked. That's how easy they are. So, yeah, great job, Glynis. Those are super cute. Those are super, super cute. And, if you want a gift box for somebody, you don't have to cut the sides open. You can just leave the sides up and have a cute little gift box. Okay, so starting January 3rd, see, January 1st, we're going to be live for the sale all day. January 2nd, the 4 of us are probably going to be dead to the world. January 3rd, which is Monday, the first Monday in January, we'll have tape measure wheelcraft. I love it. We'll go third. We'll go live on the 3rd. 12 noon Mountain Time. I'm going to put this back so maybe we can see what they're doing a little bit. And that is going to be Marianne's Monday Jump Start. I know a lot of you think Mondays are like blah days, and nobody looks forward to Monday because the weekend's over. Well, I don't think a Monday should be that way. And I think Mondays get a bad rap. And I think that's not fair to Mondays. And I think it's not fair to you because if we have a bad Monday, we're just wasting a whole day of the week, right? So we're going to turn Mondays into a great day and give a jump start for the week, a jump start on our creativity, a jump start to the week. And we're going to have Marianne's Monday Jump Start at noon every Monday, short, an hour, hour and a half at the most, depending on what the thing is that we're doing. And the things that we're doing are going to be super. You will not have to prepare and have a whole bunch of stuff. We won't even be putting together like boxes like this. I'll tell you more about it on that first one, but I'm really kind of excited about that. And then another thing to watch out for is Tuesday's Tips in Pen. In the group, I have asked a couple different questions like how do you store your paper? And do you have any tips for storing paper? And how do you store your stamps? And do you have tips for storing stamps? And I'm really, really loving and appreciating all of your responses because all of your responses are going to go together to help make the Tuesdays tips in 10. And that will be a video that will come out every 10 minutes, or every 10 minutes. Oh, that was hilarious. It'll be a video that'll come out every Tuesday, and it will be no longer than 10 minutes, and it's going to be packed full of tips about one topic. So one will be all about paper, and I want your input because I like to give credit where credit is due. So I can say Margie in Wisconsin does this, this, and this with her 12 by 12, and her tip is blah blah blah. Tina in Iowa does this, and her stores that way. Now Glennis in Canada stores hers this way. And what I've found is that 10 of you respond, and you all have something slightly different. And that's really helpful because everybody out there that's going to be listening to them, they're everybody's thinking, oh yeah, but I don't have that kind of space, or mine isn't set up like that, or I'm crafting out of my bed or off the kitchen table or whatever it is. And so getting everybody's input is making a huge difference on putting those together. And I won't use last names. I will say like Margie in Wisconsin or Glennis in Canada, to give you credit for your input, but I won't use last names or anything like that. So there'll be lots of tips in those. I'm going to continue to put those out because I want to gather your tips to add them to mine, and to be able to put those Tuesday's tips in 10 together. And a lot of people ask for specific, organizing tips about specific things. So this is going to help a lot of us as well, where we all seem to have a certain area that we struggle in, that we're trying to find it, just the right way to store whatever it is. And by getting these tips together and having, 10 or 20 tips in one 10-minute video, we listen to it. The hope is that there's at least one in there that will help you in some way, even if it's just tweak the system that you already have, or maybe it prompts you to think of something completely new that we hadn't thought of, but something that will help us want to get organized in 2022. We all want to be able to use our spaces. We want to get things organized so that we can find them. You can't use your supplies if you can't find them. So we want to get organized. We want to make it easy. Then we want to be able to use our supplies. We all love buying new, pretty supplies and new things come out. But if we just keep piling them up, we are going to just be buried underneath them. So we want to make them. We want to make stuff and use them up. Like Debbie said, I want to use paper so I can buy paper. So it's going to be the year of using up our supplies. Then don't worry about making scraps with your paper. Continue to keep the scraps in a bin. I'm going to put together a whole thing about ways to use scraps. And we're going to have I don't want to lay it out now, but we're going to have this period of time, and we're going to blow out scraps like you wouldn't believe, every single day. And then you're going to go, oh, shoot, I shouldn't have thrown those scraps away. Yeah. Got so many ideas for 2022 that it's hard to narrow them down. So we're just going to do a lot of them. We're just jumping in feet first. And then that's why these guys are really helping me get everything organized, so that we can streamline and save time and move forward, because there's so many things that we all want to do. Just want time for all of it. And I'm so excited. This group is so amazing. You guys are the best. Absolutely the best. All the way from admin, sales team, all the way to the brand new people that come in. The brand new people that come in, happy paper people, are always awesome because they're always invited by the people that are already there who are awesome. So Margie's going to move. What? Margie's going to move. Margie, are you moving to Utah? That's what you should do, is move to Utah.
Don't come to Louisiana. There's not room for the two of us.
I got room for you, Margie. I got a whole nother master bedroom downstairs. Of course, you might be put to work during sales. Just be warned. Just be warned. Also, we had talked a while ago about a retreat, a Happy Paper People a crafting retreat, and kind of not put it on the back burner, but kind of stopped where I was because we didn't really know what was going to happen with COVID as these new variants come out. But I'm going to move forward with that. So if you haven't heard about that, it'll be in the Salt Lake area of Utah, and we're looking at next week, not during next week. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! It's going to be next week. Next week. Get in your car and get on over here. It's going to be next year, not during snow time, and we're going to have so much fun. So much fun. I already have a book full of ideas that have just been sitting here because I was kind of waiting to see what would happen with COVID. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay moving forward. So we're gonna do that. Margie would love to move to Utah. So okay, Margie, I'll bet we could get a whole bunch of happy paper people to all meet me in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and pack you up like, pump you up, pack you up, move you out to Utah. That would be awesome. We have snow here too. You won't miss out on the snow. It's just maybe not quite as much or maybe not as long. It's kind of nice. COVID sucks. I agree. Yeah, Margie, we're going to move you out here. Again, for those who came in late, when you go to decorate this, the paper that you put on the inside, you just want to cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller than your where your score marks were, so that you have a little bit of a border around it. If you want a little bit of a border around it, of course, you don't have to have a little bit of a border around it if you don't want. So, did I forget anything? Oh my gosh, I feel like I just gave a year's worth of information in 15 minutes.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about, we talked a little bit about the 2-hour sales again.
No, wait for January, because I don't feel like we've ironed that out yet. So we'll wait till January.
Never mind.
And maybe it is ironed out, and I just don't have it in my head yet. In my head, it's not ironed out yet, and I don't. Yeah, I like to make sure that I'm understanding it before I try to explain it to somebody else. Well, I will say this: as of January, we'll go back to having sales only every other week, at the most.
I guess that was kind of what I was talking about.
Okay, and they'll
You know where we did those couple, like where we did them.
Yeah, and we'll probably have some more pop-up sales like we did at one time.
There we go, pop-up sales.
Pop-up sales, yeah. And they'll likely be the first and third weeks of the month, and then the second and fourth weeks I'll be packing orders and shipping. So we'll get a regular schedule. We haven't had a sale in 2 months. And the time has just flown by, especially having surgery. But a lot of people have messaged me and said, "Hey, when is the next sale?" And it's forever. So we'll get back to kind of a regular schedule of every other week. So every other week sales, every other week shipping. And we're excited about a new line. We'll have it this one, 13 Arts, which we didn't before. We're going to have, there's just so much stuff. I'm not even going to start into what we're going to have. Just come to the sale. Just hang out with us, have fun, bring snacks. We will take scheduled breaks throughout the day and night. I'm not going to kill these guys. I might kill myself, but I won't kill them. We will take scheduled breaks through those sales. So everybody needs to eat and drink and get to the little room down the hall and still be alive for New Year's Eve. Candy, that box is coming right along. Yeah. Looks awfully familiar. Your box and my box could be twins. Except my box only has one layer. It's feeling a little bit empty. All right, I need to decide. And you guys know you can put one lid on or you can put all these together. And or you can put a lid on each one, or put them all together and just put one lid on the whole thing. Obviously, would never miss snow. Yeah, Margie, snow's pretty awesome. Ivy, I hate the surprise sales.
No,
I
it's
like to
not.
know ahead of time what will be shown. Ivy, when you say surprise sales, you mean like a pop up with only 2 hours notice? It's a surprise then, or you mean not knowing? I know the sale's coming next Tuesday, but I have no idea what they're going to have there, and you want to know what they're going to have there. Which of those do you mean, or both? All right, now I need to decide what. I like to decide first what I want to put on the outside, because that's what is going to be seen first. All right, Debbie, are you using this around the world at all to put that on there?
I didn't. I might do it maybe in the bottom in the middle. I'm not sure
Oh,
yet.
that's a cute idea. Around the world.
I'm sorting through
This is
some
a
boxes
super cute
here,
tag right here.
looking for feet.
Oh,
On that house.
don't want to tune in if I'm not
I
interested.
was so tickled with those feet.
Yeah. Well, and Ivy, for the most part, I pretty much plan what we're going to have. However, caveat, I might plan. The sales are not about me, what I want to show you. The sales are about what people want to see. So I might plan ABC. And when we get to the sale, people aren't really interested in ABC today. They want to see XYZ. So then I pull XYZ out. And that's what we do because it's about you, not me. So, or even Debbie or Candy. It's not about them.
What?
Oh, bummer.
Oh, so the thing that I have a
Don't
difficult. I
bust
know
my
Candy's like,
bubble.
what? Wait a minute. Since when is it not about me? Rodney, she said it's not about me.
He'd be
But
like, good, then don't spend any money, Kenny.
he's like, I've been telling you that forever. That's funny. The trouble that I run into with that is if I say we're going to have ABC at the sale, and then you come into that sale or somebody comes into that sale and we're doing XYZ, then people get irritated because I said ABC. But I might be planning ABC and that's what I want to do. And then we get there, but that's not what people want. Then we need to be able to change and give people what they want. I mean, we're not like at everybody's beck and call, but truly, if we're showing old ledgers and nobody's interested in old ledgers, they want to see brand new paper from Stamperia, then there's no use in us keep showing old ledgers all day because nobody's interested. They're not going to buy them. And it's boring for all of us. So.
She doesn't want to go to Home Depot for lingerie. Is that like Carhartt version or?
Very interesting.
Funny.
Home Depot to look for lingerie. Well, yeah. So if we're doing Home Depot things one day, then you're not. Well, obviously you're not going to find lingerie there. So. Oh well, yeah, that's tough. I mean, I do like the end of year blowout. I did put in the description box some of the products you can expect to see there. It doesn't have them in any particular order. It does not tell you what the hot buys are. The hot buys are always a surprise. Those I will not tell ahead of time. Those are hot buys. They're a killer price that, I mean, I will straight up with you. There are some of these things I'm losing money on, but they're cool. And we wanted to do it, but because we want to give everybody a reason to be there. And if that gives everybody a reason to come so they can see all the other cool stuff we have, then great. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, there are a couple of really cool hot buys. I think of all the hot buys we have, I want to say we've only had one of the items ever before. And it's been a long time since we had that item, but I have enough that we can offer them as a hot buy super cheap. But all the others are brand new. Brand new. And not even products not products we've ever had, not products I've seen anybody in the group have, for the most part. So, yeah, excited. Excited. Oh, there's so much good on this one. How do you decide which ones? Oof. And these are kind of big, so I might need to just open the 8x8, huh? And use an 8x8 to get pictures that are the right size. Did you cut down a 12x12 or did you use 8x8 or both? Ms. Debbie.
Do what?
Did you cut down a 12x12 or did you use an 8x8 or both?
12x12. On my boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used a 12x12 and I think I've only used I've only
like
used
2 pages and not even all of them.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to cut up the tags yet.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to cut up the postcards, especially those postcards are gorgeous.
They are.
So I didn't want to cut up the postcards.
This cute envelope here.
I did fussy cut out of the page to get this old car, and I did cut to get this plane.
Okay.
Fussy cut to get this part of the bike, and I fussy cut. Is that what you call it? Fussy cut to cut in the middle of the page somewhere?
Yeah. Okay. So, so you
because they're not right on the edge.
Did you cut the plane out and then glue it on top of that paper? Or did you just go to the center of the paper and then cut your square out of there? That makes sense.
The box is brown. The brown.
Right.
This.
I mean the round the world paper.
Okay, so then in the round the world paper, I measured it. So I think it was 3 3/4 is what I needed. I think.
Okay.
Just a second. Let me measure here. 3 3/4. So I just took my little Timmy Holtz ruler and went in and what I wanted on the page, I measured that 3 3/4 square.
So you just went in here and found 3 3/4 right there.
Yes, and same with the bike. See, I couldn't get the whole bike in.
Yep.
So I just cut
this part. That's what made me think about an 8x8 because I bet the bike
I
is
didn't have an
smaller.
8x8.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just had this. And I wanted to do something for my daddy.
Yeah. Okay. 8x8.
And that's okay because I can, those are cool colors. Those are that grunge color that I can use for other things. And I still haven't done the insides yet.
Yeah. You could
like
put
I said,
the other half of the bike.
Feet that I couldn't use. So
I like the way you only have the front of the bike. Like the bike is driving into the side. The whole bike isn't there. I like that.
And then I put one extra layer on the bottom so that it gives it just a little more stability.
Like it.
For whatever I use for the feet. Just so it's a little more stable for the feet.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Hey, Bev, how are you? Good to see you. Bev, you got to go back and watch the beginning of this. Watch the beginning of this and see how to make the super easiest way in the whole wide world to make the explosion box. I'm not kidding. It is so easy that you can make them in 10 minutes and give it to you exactly. And then a bunch of variations of things that you can do, with them. This one reminds me of Bev. Pretty little box, all gorgeous and feminine, the pearls, pretty little feet. That reminds me of Bev. This reminds me of me and Candy. all tied up in strings trying to get it all together. Trying to keep everybody straight.
I like the card, Debbie.
Isn't that cute?
Cool, yeah.
Have a stamp, I think. That's a car like that.
I have a stamp. I have a stamp like that.
And there might be a die cut that's the car. So I'm going to go in and look at the die cuts and see if there's something else I can, I'll put pockets on the insides of the, like here, like you did.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put some kind of a pocket or a side pocket or a tuck or something. And then maybe I'll cut out a car or something. Not that it has any purpose other than just.
No, it's just cute and it fits. It's with the time.
Yeah.
You know,
my dad will think it's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to do that on mine. Also doing mine with Around the World, and I love that. And cutting out a car, even backing it with some of that brown behind it, just to make it double thick,
Right.
and then punch a hole in it and put it on a little thing, like a bulb pin with a charm. That would be super cute too.
And then, Candy, those hitching post things that you showed me,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I ordered those. So
Thank you.
I might use that on the top here. And then
Oh yeah,
on top of it.
cool. That's cute. Which reminds me, I'm just going to put this one on right now. It could have already been getting dry if I had done that earlier. It could have already been getting dry. Okay, this is what I'm going to do here. Oh, get you back here so you watch Candy too. Okay, I am going to use Fabri-Tac on this here pearl bead. I want a big old clump of Fabri-Tac. A little hard to squeeze there. Okay. And then I'm going to set that right in the middle. Is that
sometimes.
There we go. When that's all done, then I'm going to do the top of that with some Nuvo pearl drops that will look exactly the same. Fill that in. Or maybe I'll do it with a little of this color blue on top, so it'll be just a little topper to it. Okay. That's cute. That was a cute idea. Thank you, guys. Okay. Let me put this top back on here. Oh, I keep bending my tool.
Ivy, yes, I did.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah.
A lot of ribs and a broken arm and.
Not fun. Have you talked to her, Ivy, or seen her? I don't know if she have company in the rehab center, or COVID. Are they keeping everybody out, keeping everybody away? I think I'm gonna try this with the 8x8. All right. Yeah, so you get down to embellishing these, and you can use chipboard. Oh, I was going to show you guys something. Maybe you already think about this, maybe you don't, but this is one of my favorite parts of the Stamperia paper packs. It doesn't matter whether it's an 8 or a 12. The front of the Stamperia always has these things, which are like perfect tags. They're already cut as perfect tags. Just cut it across and cut them down. Don't care that this thing is in the center. Either that or cut this one off up here and then cut this center piece out, because look how cute this is with all the canceled postage Around the World on there. And then you just embellish it and put something on that covers up Stamperia and this thing right here. And that's an adorable tag. On the back of it, look at that. It's perfect grungy writing space. But each one of these, there's just a ton of tags on here. And if it's got something on it that you don't want because it says Stamperia or whatever it is, at this corner, that's where you just embellish it. Add something to it. But also the back. Have you paid attention to the back? I love the back, and it doesn't matter what size it is. They all have them. They're all the same. You have 2 or 3 or 4, 2 or 4, they're always even, border strips. So you've got 2 border strips right here, one on each side of the page. And then you've got this little leather looking one. So you can leave it together with this and make it one, or you can cut this one off and then cut that one off and have a separate border strip. But my absolute favorite part is all these little images of each of the pages. I take my stamp fancy scissors that do the stamp edge, or anything that does an edge like that, and you can make faux stamps, and cut out of all the sizes. I cut out the top one, not the bottom one. The top one, there's a top one that shows every single page that's in here. Even the front, how adorable would that be as a tiny faux stamp showing that whole Around the World, paper pack. And look at these. Some of these are prettier than actual stamps are. So those make great faux stamps. And those are about 1.5 inches. And then these on the 8-pack or the 8-inch they're about an inch. And those are super cute. And on the 6-inch, they're just a little bit smaller, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, every time I have one of these, unless that back cover is something I absolutely have to use, first thing I do is cut off my trim, my border, and I cut out these faux postage stamps because there's decor, there's embellishments right there that you can use throughout. Most definitely. I love the front covers always because they give you the best pictures. So
I'm going to put these little stamps.
oh, cute. Those are cute.
And these came from a bat that Miss Glennis made.
Oh, yeah. Miss
Was
Glennis
that the
made those
original
for the
3, or
October
did you?
sale.
I
Say that
found
again?
that one.
You
No,
found
I
it?
still don't know what I did with that
Did
one.
Where'd you find it?
I didn't.
You didn't find it? Oh, you will when it's probably sticking to
I'm
the
gonna-
bottom of one of those pieces of paper.
Or like the bottom of my foot, or
Yeah,
maybe I put tape on and it's on the bottom of the cat's foot or something.
that's funny. Yeah.
No, he wouldn't let that happen long.
That's funny.
I don't know how I do that. I have these tables and I'll set something down. I'm trying really hard. I bought those towers from scrapbook.com, and I'm trying really hard that when I work on a project, but of course the one that's sitting in front of me has a project in it. So I'm trying to put the items that I'm using on that project on that stand.
Oh, great idea.
I'm trying. But I lose one of these stamps somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, if one of those stands is gone, I need to talk to Massimo.
Yeah.
We have a show that needs to go on the road.
So I dug through my little goodie bag that I
found another one.
Yeah, that Glennis made. Yes,
that's cool.
She does the best stamps. All of these are like.
You did a great job, Glennis. You did a great job on those. If something's on the cat's foot, it'd be like walking around shaking its foot. Yes, that's true.
He wouldn't allow that.
That's funny.
But he likes to chew on paper. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take these away. I think I might use some of these chipboard die cuts on this one.
I don't have those either.
I either have to be some around the world. I don't have them. If I do, they're downstairs in the sales room, and I didn't go. I don't know, Candy, Debbie, you guys have the inventory list. Do I have any around the world chipboard die cuts?
No, you didn't have them on the list.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Thanks,
I don't remember finding them. So, but what I have, I think some of these are from Lady Vagabond, some of them are from Sir Vagabond, and they're about travel, so they're perfect for around the world. They don't say, specific to them. And then some from Bon Voyage also have really good things about travel that aren't very specific, or they aren't specific to, something else.
I took what are those Stabilo pencils? And I darkened this up just a little tiny bit, so it showed a little bit more. So then it pulled out the black from the stamps.
That was a brilliant idea, Debbie. So I will tell you that on doing that on the paper.
Thank you, my crafty
when the
friends.
paper that was light, that was a brilliant idea.
From you guys, I get that stuff.
Yeah, that was awesome. So,
I'm still bummed about these feet.
I know.
I know, they came out so cool.
Feet.
I was so excited about these little feet.
Well,
what a dork. Huh.
Yeah, I can't use those. So you could put other feet on it, then put something like this in the corner, so it almost looks like, the corner feet, but
I'll I was looking through. I have.
Yeah, that is kind of a bummer because you had a great idea
with Tim Holtz stuff in it, and I don't know why I couldn't find anything that I thought looked great for the feet. So then I went in the bead room, and I
didn't find anything there either.
No.
No. I don't know why I'm looking for embellishments first. I should just be looking for the paper that I want to cover those. Okay, this is Lady Vagabond. Some of these things would work.
I might have some embellishments left from Voyage. Well, no. Well, from Voyage to Fantasy,
Yep.
from that.
Yep.
And
Those
but
would
I don't
work.
think that'll go with these as light.
You don't think so? It depends on which
Steampunky, I
depends
think.
on
from
which
my dad.
embellishments they are. It
Yeah.
depends on totally on which embellishments they are, for sure.
I could hang a key
Oh,
on it or a clock,
yeah,
but I don't think the gear thing would work. A little
yeah.
bit steampunky for him. Yeah.
Hmm.
So my hitching posts come this next week, I think. They
That's
didn't
cool.
come just 2 days.
Yeah. I gotta see if I can get some hitching posts for the sales because they are very cool. I've never had any, and I've always wanted some, and I just have never gotten any. So I'm gonna see if I can get some for the sale for everybody.
Yeah, they don't come till next Thursday, and I ordered them.
Wow.
What day did I order them? I don't know. Oh, I guess I didn't order them till Friday.
Well, still, that's a bit of a time.
But Amazon did have a Tim Holtz knockoff,
Oh yeah.
and they come in 3 sizes, so I'm getting that tomorrow. And it's
Oh,
60
cool.
instead of like 9.
Yeah.
About the same.
I like the different sizes for sure.
So do I. I use those a lot for books and folios and
Uh-huh.
those things.
All right, this one is Voyages Fantastique. A adventure might work. Let's see what else. Oh, there's some things like this that would fit in. Safety, strength, and speed. That would fit in with the around the world.
That's cool. I might have that one still.
Or some of like the hot air balloons.
Oh, my dad he would fixate on those gears and like why.
Oh,
I don't
really?
Yeah.
Aw. That's cute. This is a cool train.
That's very cool. But I used that in the book.
Did you? Awesome.
I did.
Did you use it flat, or did you turn it into a pocket, or what'd you do with it?
Oh, you know what? I don't remember, and it's downstairs. You know what? I might not have used it in the book. Because I think there was a page that had that on it, and I just put extra gears on it, and then put what's that? Like that diamond glaze stuff. It's not.
Oh,
diamond.
right.
What's it
Yeah,
called?
yeah. This stuff, glossy accents.
Yes, glossy accents.
Yeah. Yeah, the one I can never think of the name. Glossy accents. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's so many good pages on here. I hardly even know what to use.
So the around the world won't fit in there. It's too big. But
throw it on your printer and size it down a little bit. All right, so let's see. I use those tags. I will keep those tags out so I don't cut the other side up. And these postcards are very cool.
Oh,
very cool.
Are amazing.
And you could do whatever on the back side of them because they left that kind of blank. Love those.
I'll have to do some kind of a journal.
Yeah. That isn't there. I thought there was another. These postcards too. There's 2 different postcards.
Yep. These.
Love those. I love both of them. Yes. I love. Oh, let's see. Those are the tags I pulled out and set aside. So I won't accidentally cut them up. And both sheets of postcards. Oh, these could be used as tags or as postcards.
Aren't these postcards cool?
These? Oh, those are postcards. Yeah.
These are just so cool.
This is just the pictures, but man, they're they'd make really cool looking tags.
And thanks to Candy, I'm obsessed with digital downloads. Obsessed.
Thank you, Candy. Thank you.
I am
At least
too.
at least it's something that's not my fault.
Actually, somebody, Calico, she did a
Calico
free one.
collage.
Yes.
She did what?
She did a free one.
Uh-huh.
And I'm using it on my Christmas cards this year.
Nice.
She has
You
a
should
50%
send her
off this
one.
month. Did you get that
She
coupon? 50% off this month. Did you get that coupon?
Oh, for
Yes.
Calico collage?
Yep.
Yes.
Norella. Margie knows Norella. She's pretty
Walmart
amazing.
Prince is having, today's the last day for it. 50% off.
Oh, it is?
If you get her newsletter, yeah. Today's the
Oh.
last day for it.
Oh no! And who has? Oh, shoot! I love both sides. I love the grunge of this one.
So what if I put something in here that was like made this the whole?
Oh man, I can hardly decide which side to use.
What about that?
That's cool.
Cut it to
So
fit.
it goes on the bottom and comes up the side. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be
Okay.
cool.
I would score it. I would score it so that it will fold nicer.
Right. Oh yes, yes.
That's
yes.
all. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I hadn't thought of that. That's a really good idea.
Well, it was a leftover piece of paper.
But it's a great idea. Okay, I wonder if I can. All right.
Oh, Miss Margie, I thought I would never use digital downloads. I'm obsessed.
She knows Norella of Calico Collage.
I had to go on a print program, an ink program.
Told you.
I downloaded so many.
I know. The print program's amazing though. If you do use a lot of digitals.
But then I get this notice that, oh, you've used over your.
Oh my goodness. And now you have to increase it to the next level.
I did. I increased it to the next level.
I did too. Yeah, I'm excited to get some of my digitals out in 2022. I've got stuff piled
I'm
up.
excited.
I know. I'm gonna do some. There will be some that the top 2 tiers of Patreon will get some free digitals. I will have some that I'll give to the group. I'm probably gonna throw some in, like buy me a cup of coffee, and maybe a stranger will wander upon that here or there and want the digital and be willing to pay $1 or something just as a thank you and help us out, help support our Happy Paper People cause. But yeah, excited to get some of the things I've been saving for digitals. And some of the things that we've done that I've wanted to put in digitals, like the corsets. I've got 3 or 4 corsets now that I'm going to put on one sheet. Because we did those a while ago, and several of you said that you would like the template for corsets. So rather than just a template, I'm going to put several of them together on a sheet so that we've got a digital download of multiple corsets. All right, so I'm just cutting up the back page into my faux stamps so that I don't forget to do it. Not that I'd forget to do it, but I mean forget and then use the other side of the paper and then go, oh shoot, I ruined all my stamps. So that's what I'm doing first. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Can you guys check the messages? Not the chat, but the chat towards the bottom. I can't see. No printer. That's why she can't do digitals, because she has no printer.
She said she was glad.
Yeah, Ink is kind of glad, or
Come
she'd
see
be
me, Margie.
doing
Come see
like
me.
she'd be doing like you and going nuts on she
Oh, I
sees
can't get
Norella's
enough of
stuff.
them.
She sees Norella's stuff every week. She knows she'd be going nuts on it if she had a printer. So all right. Okay. Well, my alarm just went off, meaning that it's 9 o'clock. So that's time for Debbie to sing the Carol Burnett song.
Not me.
I already put Candy on spot for Jeopardy, so.
Yeah, I don't even know the Carol Burnett song.
Something about we had a good time together, and then
I'm
she
so glad we
pinches her
had
ear.
this time together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
it's
to
been.
have a laugh and sing a song. It seems like we just get started, and before you know it, those were the words in the wrong orders. Comes the time we have to say so long,
And then she
and then she
yanked
says
on
so
her
long,
ear.
good night, everybody, and then she yanks her ear, and that was her saying hello to her grandma. It was her grandma, right? Yeah, I think it was her grandma. Yeah, that's sweet. So there's the Carol Burnett song. Margie could get rid of half of her scrapbook paper that she has now and still never use it. Oh, geez, yeah. So who needs digital downloads when, you aren't even using all the scrapbook paper you have?
So this year, I decorated for Halloween, which I never do.
Yes, and it was so fun. It was so
I
fun to
had
look
one
at.
room, and so one of the things that I got the biggest giggles out of was the digital downloads, and I found this sign at Goodwill or Value Village or something that said family. And so I downloaded all these pictures, these digital downloads of witches.
Oh, sweet.
And
That's a cute
bought
idea.
frames at the Goodwill and just stuck them up and made it dark. And
Oh, so now, well, at least she's still calling us her family, even though, that's a really cute idea. My family.
it was fun.
Yeah.
I need to humor myself during this COVID thing, and so
Yeah. No, that's a great idea. That's oh, that's cute humor. That's using it in a great way. I like
yeah.
it. I like it a lot. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Yeah, Carol Burnett's show was really good. There will be no one like
The
Tim
dentist.
Conway.
I can remember
and
laughing so hard, crying when they were doing the dentist stuff.
Oh my gosh,
Yep,
yes.
Tim Conway and Harvey.
Harvey
What's his name?
Korman. Yeah. I'm not sure there will ever be two like Tim and Harvey ever again in life.
Oh, when he was in the miniature where he
Oh
cut
my
his legs
gosh.
off. What was the
Miniature golfing and he cut his legs off?
Yeah, what was it?
Yes.
What was that character? What wasn't just golfing, but I mean that's the one I remember the most.
No, but I do too, where he's out there on the golf course. But I cannot. Yeah, that's when you said that. That's the picture that came to mind, and I can't remember his name either. What is shoot? It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, no, there's so. I love the dentist one. Love the dentist scene. That's so funny.
Obviously I can't measure.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't either. There's
Did you
parts
cut?
of this box that are.
Oh shoot!
I had
Really?
to cut.
Oh man, did you not
I
pay
think-
attention?
Yeah, like an eighth of an inch or whatever. It
Oh,
wasn't
that's
quite.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm off. I
Yeah.
cut too much. But you know what I could do is
Mm,
I could make it a border down below.
yeah.
So I cut here. There's a little bit too much space up here
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and a little bit too much here.
Okay.
So what I could do is slide this up a little bit.
Okay.
And
No, I have another idea, Debbie.
what?
It's another option. Doesn't mean it'll be better or worse. It'd be different, but just another option. You can cut that Eiffel Tower in half, right where the score line is, where it would be, and make the bottom size the perfect size for the bottom, and then put the top size, the perfect size for the top. And you're going to see the border all the way around the bottom and all the way around the top, but the picture will still continue up the top. Does that
That's
make
a good
sense?
idea. That's better.
Because
That's
it's
so much better.
just enough that if you use that border, it'll fit perfectly.
Okay, so 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. Three and a quarter. And then it might fit the whole thing.
Yeah, it should, because it looks like that's about all you need is an 8. Is that 8? Tim Conway was so funny. Funniest part's when you could tell they were trying. Oh my gosh, yeah. When the three of them are going and like Carol's watching Tim and Harvey, and she's trying so hard not to laugh, and her face is so expressive anyway. And then when she's holding that in, that's so. And or Tim or Harvey trying not to laugh at her or the other. That's the best. I that makes me laugh harder than the thing itself is watching them.
Trying to hold it together.
Yes. They are just so funny. Man, that's if I'm laying in the hospital, that's what I want to be watching, making me laugh. I will laugh myself well. They are truly, truly funny. Truly funny. Okay. Okay, so we are at we're at 9:13 now. Huh. I guess I ignored that alarm for a few minutes. Oh, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed learning how to make the exploding box, and truly hope that you thought it was the easiest ever. If you did not get a chance to screenshot those instructions, let me know, or you can just go back and watch the replay as soon as we log out of here. Just fast forward it to that point and take a screenshot because they're super easy to follow. Once you've done it, you can look at what I wrote down and know exactly what you need to do. So yeah, easy to do, easy to adapt to all types of situations or gifts or people, to whoever you need a gift for, or for yourself. We could just stay here all night, no problem. Yeah, really, Margie. I'm okay with that. That does sound fun, doesn't it? Well, that's what we're gonna do on New Year's Eve. We're just gonna hang out all night until I drop, and then we need to get a little sleep before the sale the next morning. I don't want everybody to stay up and then go, well, I couldn't get up because we were up last night. So, oh, good, Sandy. I'm so glad. I'm glad you had a fun time. I'm glad you learned something. I hope it's something that you'll be able to use right away. And I wanted to do this before Christmas because it is a super easy and fun way to put little gifts in, or just to do something, something different to give in. You can do it instead of a card, put some tags in there and things, and not have to make a card if you want to give somebody something. A pajama party. I like it. I like that, Debbie. I like that a lot.
I do too.
Yes.
Thank you for that idea.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cute.
I'm going to wear my pajamas on the New Year's Eve thing.
Nice. Me too.
Yeah, I'll get all jammied up for it.
Yeah, that'll be
I got
fun.
my jammies on now. Was I supposed to wear something else?
No, I wasn't going to say Candy, but I do too. So Saturday nights are great pajama party night.
Margie laughed. Marianne laughed at me this morning because I said, "Oh God, I'm still in my bathrobe. I need to take a shower and get appropriate for this, doing this inventory thing." And she just laughed at me like, who's gonna know?
Yeah, I got my lounge pajama pants on and sweatshirt.
Yeah, you can hang around.
I took a shower this morning.
You can hang around in your pajamas. It's okay.
Well, when she and I first started talking, I was still in my bathroom.
Yeah. So we just did an hour or whatever we did, and then she went and took a shower and got appropriate for the day, and I went and did whatever I did. Yeah, I know.
I know. I don't know what I came up with that, but I just didn't feel appropriate in my bathroom, do an inventory.
Really. Because, the inventory might care.
Yeah.
We got back to work. Oh, yeah, these guys have been spending a lot of time helping me out. So, okay, so Christmas next week is on Texture Junkies. Next Saturday night is on Texture Junkies. I'd tell you what Sharon's got planned, but I have no idea. So, um, keep an eye out. I know that she'll put
Christmas
an
isn't
event
next
up.
Saturday, is it?
What?
No.
No,
Christmas.
no, the Saturday after. So next Saturday is on Texture Junkies with Sharon, and then the following Saturday is Christmas. That will be here on Happy Paper People, and we will be hanging out on Christmas with Doug, and we're going to do shaving cream technique. This is how to make marbled paper with shaving cream.
I'm
And
excited
so,
for that.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun and it's so easy. And
So
it
out of my
doesn't have to
comfort
be a
zone.
huge, well, it doesn't have to be a huge mess either. It's out of your comfort zone, but you did it with us last time. That's
I
awesome.
know, but it was still out of my comfort zone because it's messy stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not my straight edges.
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm in
Although it
therapy for
can
it.
be. Really. She sees me 3
Yep.
times a week.
More paper, more paper.
If you take a straight edge piece of paper and you marble it, you then have a nice clean cut straight edge piece of paper marbled that you made. So I don't know. Does Walmart have 12 by 12 solid cardstock? I know they've got paper pads, the packs with different things, but
Uh,
I don't know if they have solid, honestly.
I haven't been there in
It
a while.
depends.
So I don't
Sometimes
know.
they do. It just
Huh.
depends.
Depends on your Walmart.
Yep.
Or all the,
Joann's just had a sale again. And it was
oh man.
70% off
Oh man.
for their cardstock. And I like their cardstock because it's not white core.
Right?
So that when you cut, well, here, this is Joann's paper here. So when you
Yeah.
cut it, the brown is brown.
Right. Well, for stuff like
It
this, I
ended
don't
up
want
being,
white core.
it
And
ended up
crazy
being
swirls on it doesn't count.
23.50, I think.
Yeah, if that solid color cardstock has crazy swirls on it, crazy color swirls on it, then it doesn't count as solid cardstock. That's funny. All right, guys. Thanks for we could just sit here with you all night. We all have such a good time, but go have a great evening. Make you some more boxes, and please don't forget to put your pictures into the group of your exploding boxes because we want to see. Take as many pictures as you need to. They'll all go in one post. But yeah, then everybody's going to be going, darn, I wish I was there. Well, they can watch it. They can get the instructions and see how easy it is. But it was fun hanging out with you guys. This was a fun group and a fun project to make tonight. So thanks for hanging with us. And
Sure.
Debbie and Candy, thanks for hanging
Thank
out with
you.
me here. Appreciate it.
Had
Oh,
fun,
that's a
ladies.
cute little book, Candy. That's a cute
Sweet
idea with
dreams,
the
Miss
tag.
Margie.
Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. All right.